the throttle down, never wanna let up. Great racers, yeah, better people. Rising like a phoenix, ain't no sequel. PHG, baby, we rule the steeple. Great racers, better people. Team strong, bonds like no other. Brothers, sisters, ain't no undercover. Victory sweet, but honor even sweeter. Every race together makes the fight deeper. Crowds chant as the lights go green. Adrenaline rush, it's a traveler's dream. Might stumble, fall, but we rise again. For the better of PHG flies our friend. Great racers, yeah, better people. Rising like a phoenix, ain't no sequel. PHG, baby, we rule the steeple. Great racers, better people. Great racers, yeah, better people. Rising like a phoenix, ain't no sequel. PHG, baby, we rule the steeple. Great racers, better people. Good racers, better people. Good racers, better people. Great racers, better people. Crowds chant as the lights go green. Adrenaline rush, it's a traveler's dream. Might stumble, fall, but we rise again. For the banner of PHG flies our friend. Great racers, yeah, better people. Rising like a phoenix, ain't no sequel. PHG, baby, we rule the steeple. Great racers, better people. Better people. Oh, baby. Better people. Engines roaring life in the fast lane. PHG, we the name, tearing up the game. Thunder on the track, speed never go lack. Pushing limits, breaking barriers, and looking back. Tires screaming as we take that turn. Fuel and fire in our hearts we burn. Opponents in the mirror, they can't keep up. Keep the throttle down.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the PHG World Series qualifying. I am joined in the booth today by my good friends TK, Big Joe, and Shaggy. How you doing, TK? You having a good day?
Oh, I'm having a great day, Sal. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. Glad to be here. Big Joe, how you doing?
Oh, you guys know. Can't complain.
Awesome. Good to hear. Shaggy, how about you? You excited for this?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty dang good. I'm in the AC now, so much better than the 99 degrees outside that I've been dealing with. But we press on.
I hear you there. I hear you there. So, as I said, we are here for qualifying. This is round 8 of the PHG World Series. We are at Brands Hatch in Group 4 cars. let's see, we had 22 people qualify yesterday. So we got 3 hours of qualifying tonight. We'll see just how many we can get in. See if we can top over that 50-some mark like we typically have. Yeah, Group 4 cars at Brands Hatch. That does seem to be similar to what we've seen PD do a few times. Are we slacking a little bit, Shaggy? What's the uniqueness about this one?
The fact that there's strategy. That's about it. Like, most of the time when they go here for a daily, there's no strategy. It's usually a daily B, and it's like, I don't know, what, 5 laps, 6 laps, whatever they decide they make up. Hard tires, boring. And there's usually like one, like the Genesis, and it'd just be everybody in the Genesis. Follow the leader.
How many laps are we doing here this week?
I believe I have it set to 18.
18.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. All right, well, it looks like we've got our fellow commentator Tuzenbox on what appears to be a multi-count. Starting his qualifying session, looks like he's got the new MMR logos plastered all over his car haphazardly. Apparently he wants everybody to know where his allegiance lies.
Indeed. Well, MMR has a multi-class race coming up tomorrow. They're all getting hyped up for that.
Yeah, Moose has been trying to do that each Thursday, Group 1 and Group 3 multi-class, which is fun. Me and Shaggy here participated in the last Moose Wars that he did, which was multi-class. It was Group 3, Group 4 instead of Group 1 and Group 3, but it was...
Big and Bearded was there as well.
Yeah, T-Case was... Oh, I forgot. T-Case was there. I remember Shaggy because he was my teammate. I forget the rest of you guys were there, too.
We also had Cole as well.
Mm-hmm.
And what was it, Island, I believe?
There's quite a few, yeah. There's a bunch of us in that.
Tune and Slap were in it too, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, Moose seems to have that whole multi-class thing down pretty well. So if anybody's interested in multi-class racing, head over to Moose's channel, his Discord. He does a lot of his streaming on Twitch. You find him over there and join up for some good multi-class fun. Over here, we got single-class racing. We are doing a manufacturer's style league here. We're in, like I said, round 8 of 9, so we're almost near the end, about to start the finals. And much like in GTWS, when you pick your manufacturer, you stick with it all season long. You just have to switch between Group 3 and Group 4. Shaggy, do you want to explain how that all works as we head into the finals, as we watch Tuzzum go around here on his hot lap?
Right. Well, it's a 9-race season, like regular season. 5 of the rounds count, kind of like GTWS, where they drop your lower 4 accounts, or however many races they're running, so many will count. So you take that, and then you factor in how many drivers are from each manufacturer, and you take the top 2 from each manufacturer that also gets points during each race for the top 30 drivers. Like counting the first, second, third, split, top 30 drivers. They get manufacturer points, top 14, and then you take the top 2 drivers from each manufacturer that qualifies, and they have the right to be in the finals. Though not everybody that qualifies for the finals will be able to show up, or I don't know. There's always time constraints, and some people are going to miss races or whatever. But that's where the drivers who are on the manufacturers that qualified, they have a chance to fill in and be backups if needed in order to gain points for their respective manufacturer. So it's going to be a team effort in the finals, because you're not always going to have your main teammates there, and it's kind of like you prepare each round, because you're going to see different faces and everything, and it's going to be very interesting, to say the least.
I suppose the way that works is that the first and second driver in points have, first right of refusal or whatever, but if either any of them can't come or they want to give up their spot, they can give it to other members of the team, and it's just up to the team to work that out.
Pretty much. I mean, you can forego even being a part of it to give it to, say, another driver who you might think is faster, has a better chance of gaining points to your team. It's a real team effort, because it doesn't have to be like, you don't have to focus on, how do I explain it? Like, it isn't always, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know where I'm going with that. But you're just trying to do the best you can for your team. So, say you're not feeling good, you're having a bad week, or you're not finding the pace in each round, you know, you can tap another driver to fill in for you.
Yeah.
Who may be better at the track, you know, to come in and get the points for you.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And the finals, that's 4 races, right? We got 4 weeks of finals. Do we have a week off between when round 9 ends and finals race 1 starts, or does it just go right into it?
No, there's a weekend off.
Okay.
So you'll have round 9, and then the next weekend will be off, and then you'll have the finals round 1 will be that following week off, after the one that's off. Yeah. But it's 4 rounds continuously for 4 weeks. So it will be a little busy, but each one won't have any qualifying during the week. It'll all be qualifying during the day of the race, which will all be on Sunday.
Okay.
Well, that'll give those of us on the production crew a little bit of a breather.
Right.
Without having to do Tuesday and Wednesday qualifying. But I suppose the entire season is your qualifying to get into the finals. So people will have, or the teams will have earned their spots. That will be fun.
One more week of racing for me.
Yeah, buddy.
Because Alpha ain't in the finals, I'll tell you that.
See, in the chat, we have the proprietor of Papa's House of Game, Mr. Papa himself, leaving a $5 donation. Thank you very much for that, Papa. I appreciate it.
Woo! Taking all of the track and dirt there.
Getting a little squirrely on that exit. Yeah.
Yeah. But he's gone purple. He did set his fastest lap a 1:31.605, and then he did an in lap and boxed for fresh tires. So we are on his second flying lap here. He is looking good.
Yeah, looking at the times we have on the board already, we got Jorge Sr. at the top with a 1:29.340. And then it looks like if we take the top 15 drivers for top split, actually it'll probably be the top 14 drivers, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Shaggy, you're down there in 13th.
Well, I'm not competing, no. I'm not going to compete. I just wanted to see what I could do.
Gotcha. So 14th place right now is PHG Papa with a 1:31.227, which Tuzzum almost hit right there.
3:22.
So yeah, a 227 right now is the bubble. There's a Papa with a 31.227, RSR Zilla with a 31.245. We got Tuzzum here with a 1:31.322. The Viper's is an interesting car for this race. It's certainly got some torque for getting out of these corners. It's not as flowy as some of these others. I remember a while back, I think the 4C used to be like the meta here for a bit, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the no stop versus the one stop strat. You could no stop it in the 4C, or you could use the Supra, and you had to pit.
That's what it was.
So it was how confident were you in the 4C to do the whole thing. It was a great race. I really enjoyed that.
I remember the 4C is fun to drive, but it at least back then it was tough to handle. I think it also was the meta at Watkins Glen for a while.
It's still tough to handle, so.
Yeah.
Still tough to handle.
But if you can handle it, I believe it's the dominant car. It's just you got to get a handle on it.
Looks like this will be his last flying lap. The car's as light as it's gonna be.
Yes,
I do
Talon,
enjoy this track.
This is Velvet Thunder for Tuzzle.
Yes, indeed.
We believe this isn't Baltica.
Yes, I did. So Jorge and C-Dubs now do Sunday Fun Night lobbies. And I was in town this past Sunday. I didn't have to travel, so I joined. And this was the account Tuzzum was using. As he improves in the first sector, 1.5 tenths. So yes, I can confirm that this is Tuzzum, aka Velvet Thunder.
He's up 2 tenths after the second sector, so trying to get that time down.
If he could get into the 130s, that would be huge. That would be huge. He's going to have to nail this last 2 sectors. Comes across.
Oh, he's 2 tenths up.
He lost some time there.
He's provisionally in top split, but barely.
We still have some big hitters to go. It's going to be really hard to maintain that.
Yeah.
Especially if anybody just shows up in a Genesis and it's like, okay, just give him it already. It's done.
It'll be interesting to see the tire wear. Oh, unable to improve.
He lost some time there, so he's going to be in second split provisionally.
Yep.
Oh, Lord.
It'll be interesting to see the tire wear on the Genesis, on the softs. Because
that's
just looking at
for qualifying,
they're going to be on the softs.
But we have an update, I guess tonight. Yeah, that might change a lot of the elements.
Yeah. That'll be interesting to see.
It'd be awesome if it gave me 4 seconds of pace.
That's like some of those BOP updates are bigger than others. I mean, sometimes they tweak them and it doesn't really change much. But yeah, there's other big swings they've taken, which they've done recently. So I would imagine they're not going to take a very big swing again for a little bit, but who knows?
Well, not in general, no, but at certain cars, they can definitely do it. I mean, we've had a couple of times where it was like 2 cars were hit and basically they were turned to nothing. Like you just never heard of them again. Remember the Ford GT when it was a powerhouse? Yeah.
That was fun.
All right, looks like we got Mr. Joe Collins. Got MR Racing 40, that's Logan from my IRO team. Ready to put a time down as well.
Excellent, excellent.
I thought I saw Pyro show up for a little bit, but then he took off.
I did see.
But that means he's watching, so... Or he knows of the lobby. Maybe he'll be back.
Patiently waiting for just the right opportunity.
Mr. Casual, I need more than divine intervention to find 4 seconds.
And Mr. Casual should be qualifying tonight, I believe. I know he had said he was thinking about doing this race.
All right, let's go, Joe. Put Ferrari on the map.
I want to check out this livery. We need to get him out on the track.
Go, Joe.
See, this could turn out really well for like the MRs. Just, you know, buff the crap out of them and then nerf all of the 4-wheel drives. That'd be nice. Except for the WRX. You can keep that where it's at. It's fine. It's already slow enough.
Nice lithograph comics livery on here.
Lithograph Comics. Find them on Instagram.
Our comic book creator.
The Trophy was a really solid car around here for a while as well. I'm curious. I know we have at least one Renault driver, which they opted to not do the Trophy the last couple times, but perhaps we'll see it.
You know something I haven't seen that kind of had a couple of times when it was the meta was the Jaguar.
Oh, I used to love the Jaguar.
Yeah, the Group 4 F-Type was actually really good. And then early when in GT7, the Group 3 was just amazing. But like everything else, it came and then went.
I think Jaguar was my first manufacturer I ever picked for Manu.
Group 3, that's the DB7, right?
That's Aston.
Oh, okay.
And that's the 9, and then Vantage. Yeah.
But they were similar early on, the
Very.
Jaguar and Aston.
Yeah.
Joe Collins looking smooth out there.
Oh,
Ooh,
you were saying?
I was saying, but sometimes you got to run it that high. You just keep it going.
You gotta do a little tail wag for the fans, you know.
Exactly.
You paid good money for this, so gotta show them.
Commentator's curse in full effect is right, talent.
I do wonder if he went ka-chow when he did that, though.
Yeah, I would have.
You know, the problem in qualifying is, especially if you're the only qualifier, of course you're the one being watched.
Oh yeah, the pressure is always on.
So I'm glad I qualified for Shaggy. All the eyes were on him.
Were they though? I don't know. I really don't. I don't think any eyes were on me. I don't know if y'all were on.
They weren't watching
He
me
barely
because I
keeps
didn't have
it on
the
the
pace.
track.
Ooh, coming around that final turn using all the track.
Yeah.
131,
31.
505.
All right.
That was a decent lap to start with. See if he can improve from there.
We get an interview with Joe so he can tell us this was crap. Yes, it's pretty crap. The Group 4 Ferrari is just, I don't know, it doesn't feel good anymore.
Actually, Shaggy, I forgot. Nobody had eyes on us because we qualified off camera.
Exactly. And then they didn't believe us, and I was like, hey, I got a witness. Joe was there. And if anybody asked about Joe, I'm like, I was there.
They're in
Or somebody cool.
Airtight.
Yeah.
Airtight.
Yeah, airtight alibi.
Like all 5 fans that were also at the track. Yeah.
I talked to him. I heard their alibi. Airtight. We don't need to ask any more questions.
I actually
Right.
qualified with a 126, but I talked Shaggy into giving me a 133 instead, so I can
Yeah.
be fair.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I know
gave yourself a
some-
handicap.
Yeah. It was a nerf on the car after he's done the deal. Car's too fast. Add weight to it.
Joe not able to improve, but I wonder if he's going to do the same thing. Did we see a lot of this last night of, a hot lap and then back in the pits as he stays out? So what I was saying means nothing.
The Ferrari is not good for that. It didn't feel good for me doing that. Like, you could
Okay.
potentially get 2 or 3 extra tenths, maybe a half second, depending on how you run it or how much fuel you drain. But it throws the balance off. Plus,
Okay.
you do the first lap, you get the time down there, you get something to log, and then you continuously run and run and run, and you have that one attempt towards the end to get the lowest that you can. And of course, if you botch that, then it's pretty much done. But I think jumping in, jumping out, jumping in, jumping out is probably the best way, because you get that many more attempts at something solid.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And basically, if you put down a lap and then you run the next lap and say you have an off or whatever, put immediately back to the pits, try again. Just kind of, you know, get as much as you can out with the time you got.
Yeah.
Looks like Joe Collins was down at the end of the second sector here, so he's going to need... Looks like he's going to have, at least 2 or 3 more laps, but assuming he doesn't pit, to try to improve on that. Yeah, he's down 1.2 seconds now. So this is not the lap he wants it to be.
Nope. And that front left is starting to show some real wear. That is the tire that gets abused, especially here going into turn 1. See if he suffers any major understeer.
He did pick up 2/10 in the final sector there, so keep it clean. There you go, kept it from wiggling coming out of the banking curve there. Long back straight. Looking pretty smooth this time around. See where he's at the end of the second sector here. Oh, he's off by 2.4 tenths, so
That left tire
to make up.
is a real crutch in this car right now.
With a 131.505, that does put him just ahead of Oak and right behind Iron Fix in the overall qualifying standing. So he's put in a solid time if he's not able to improve anymore. But
See,
I
he
definitely...
Now,
I mean, he could potentially pit and try to get, one more hot lap on some fresh rubber. But it looks like he's just going to go for it.
Yeah, he can't... That front left is giving way. He's going to end up in the kitty litter here.
again. Or not.
Wow. Impressive, Joe. Impressive.
He said, nah, I don't need these tires.
His time is saying otherwise.
He's trying to pay homage to Shaggy and drive around with dead tires.
Yeah, that doesn't work anymore because PD are haters. So they kind of ruin the fun. You can't do that anymore. Now, the car tries to literally kill you if you run too long on dead tires. It's not fun anymore. Used to be it would only hurt you like 3 seconds a lap. Now it spins you out in 3 seconds.
Or you just go straight when you're supposed to turn right.
Well, that too. Depends on the car, but if it's I think a higher gear, a higher RPM, lower gear car, it'll just destroy you when you try to get on the gas.
See if he can keep it on the track. It's one to understeer off. Oh, he keeps it on. Very nice. Very nice.
He's got one last hot
highly
lap.
doubt.
But with that tire as dead as it is, it would take a miracle to get a faster lap this time around.
A miracle. That's all he needs.
Coming up to the second time check. I think I was calling the third time check the second time check earlier. My mistake.
I didn't realize it had 4.
Yeah, so it's a small track to have 4.
Yeah. It's the second time check is really, really short.
Right. Well, even that first time check, it's only after 2 turns. Then 2 more turns, you get the second time check, and then it's just straight away to the third time.
Need to ask him what his brake bias is set to. Because I was running it all the way to the front, and I was probably getting, I don't know, 10 good laps on the tires. Same car. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
There we
134.7, not going to improve. It looks like his best time was a 131.505. Places Mr. Collins provisionally P19 out of 25 qualifying drivers.
Very nicely done, sir. So I think I saw Mr. Racing and Pyro hop into the lobby, but they could have since left.
I did see Pyro join again, and then I think I saw Mr. Racing leave, but we'll see here in just a moment when this wraps up.
Yeah, they're trying to get in on a good run, preferably probably by themselves, but we'll see.
Mr. Collins with that 131.505 in the Ferrari.
The 505.
Yep, looks like we do have both Mr. Racing and Pyro in the lobby. Looks like Mr. Racing is readied up. Pyro
By
in
the way,
chat
Sal,
says he's almost ready.
I just want to apologize for screwing up the sheet last night. I was trying to keep times.
I saw there were like 4 times in there. I ended up adding the rest of them.
Okay. I'm glad somebody could fix it because I was like, I don't know what I did. I don't know how to fix it. So I'm just going to leave it.
Well, yeah, that's right. It was
good.
you had it so it was only showing the people that had qualified, so it had filtered out everybody who hadn't qualified. So
And I was trying to figure out how to get all that back. And I was just like, well, I can't do it. So
yeah, I just had to disable the filter and reset it. Then they all showed up.
Okay.
You see, if I touch it, then all the files disappear. Imagine that. On the desk? Not on the desk. Bye.
It is working good. Getting these times recorded.
All right, so Mr. Collins says he was running 2 to the rear as far as the brake balance goes.
For the rear?
2 to the rear.
Yeah, I was running 3 to the rear on mine.
Yeah, I'm weird. I always run mine to the front.
Pyro in his black and red Genesis uses a similar livery across a lot of his cars.
Very nice.
So I think the Genesis
Very
is
deep.
one of his favorites. And thank you, Jersey, for the $10 donation. I appreciate that. He says, thanks for the livery, bud. You are welcome. Jersey had requested a livery from me earlier today that I was able to knock out. Actually kind of quite proud of how it came out, so hopefully we'll see that on the track on Friday or Saturday.
Awesome. I can't wait to see it. Ooh, and look at this livery. That's a good looking livery right there.
Let's see. So, Pyro having, me having no experience with seeing him practice at all, and only going by the fact that he's in the Genesis, a 30.1. Already.
30.1. Now the GTR should be pretty strong as well.
Okay, 30.3.
In general.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
Did what, a 30.5? I'm certain he could do a little bit faster, but that's just how these lobbies turn out sometimes. But yeah, it's definitely an advantage.
Oh.
We know PHG Pyro is fast to begin with, so Wouldn't be surprised to see him up the top split. I know he's had some bad luck in qualifying during this season here. He can wrangle one together.
It's definitely a different deal for him. Like, he's not used to having to qualify in like this kind of way. Probably more used to like the GTWS way, where you're qualifying on the day of and it's for the race, and not necessarily qualifying for a split. I feel like for some people, including myself at times, it's like a pressure thing. Pressure's on, and you don't always perform your best when it's kind of like live or die kind of thing. You feel like it's too much. But then you come around to the race, and then you do really get in a race and all, and that happens as well.
Right. Pyro has mentioned that he typically doesn't do a lot of practice. He just jumps in and goes. Where when you have a qualifying like this, you don't really have time to get acclimated. You're out there, and in some of these we've only had really 1 or 2 hot laps you get to do. So unless you can figure it out real quick, you end up in a lower split than where you would normally be.
Yeah, for the weekend, you kind of have to be firing on all cylinders. Not sorry for the pun at all, but that's pretty much what it is. You have to hit every aspect of the weekend, the qualifying, and then the race itself, and then the qualifying for the race, within the race, and then, of course, whatever you execute within the race.
I think in all the leagues I've been a part of, whether it be Moose Wars or NRL or BHRL or the PHG World Series, practice is key. Everybody's come here to play, and a number of drivers take it pretty seriously. So if you're not putting in the practice, you're probably not going to quite perform where you otherwise could. But Pyro putting down a 130.4 right off the bat, that is a good time for his first lap. Mr. Racing with a 131.624. A respectable time as well.
Well, I'm not far off with Pyro, but I'm sure you can go faster.
Very close. Yeah, that was a great first lap.
But
And he is
He's
purple.
already improving. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I feel like that corner is very key for a good lap, because if you mess that corner up, it ruins that entire straight. Like, if you don't get that exit just right, you don't get on the gas quick enough, honestly, to pull the car up the hill.
Looks like Mr. Racing is on a slight improvement. Pyro had lost some time there in the 3rd sector. It's no longer purple, but let's see where he's at the end of the 4th sector. Ooh, now he's down 4 tenths. We're off by 4 tenths. Mr. Racing is still up by 5/100, so marginally. See what Pyro does here. Looks like he is coming into pit. Mr. Racing going around for another lap. Bank this one. Oh, puts in a 131.7. Very consistent. Less than a tenth off of their first lap, but not an improvement. This racing is 2 tenths off with his fastest after the first sector. So he's at the 2nd sector here, 2 corners later. Oh, only 6/100ths down, so gained some time there.
Being consistent.
Yep.
That's for sure.
Oh, and is now up by a tenth.
Here we go.
You can continue to carry the speed through all these. This whole sector 4 is all about these fast right-handers, where you just got to use as much of the track as you can, but don't exceed the limit. Seems like he's going pretty smooth. Still up a tenth. Heading into the final sector in the final corner. Another corner where it tries to just understeer like crazy as you come down that hill. And he's not going to bank it. He's going to go in and pit. Hope for a faster one later. Pyro just finishing his out lap now. Starting his next hot lap, hoping he can put in something a little better. It looks like he's got the fuel down about 20%.
That really surprised me. I was not expecting Mr. Racing to go into the pits right there.
I mean, he's still got time to put in probably 2 more hot laps, so.
All right. Pyro pushing it, already going purple.
Yep, up 6/100, so incremental increases. He approaches the 3rd sector. Yep, up 7/100. Head through all these fast right-handers. End of sector 4. Ooh, now he's up almost 4/10. That's a much bigger increase. That lighter fuel load certainly helped him carry a lot more speed through those corners. See what he can do on the penultimate corner here. As it tries to understeer off into oblivion, keeps it on nice. It's in a 129.946 down to the 129 club.
That was a great lap right there.
Immediately tries to push it too far after that. He could reset and still get 1 more hot lap in. Or he may just bank that one.
That moves him up to P5 overall.
Oh, and Logan is up almost a half second on his fastest lap. So definitely improving with that lighter fuel load. Up 7/10. So gaining all sorts of time. Getting in the groove. See if he can carry all that speed down the straight here. Still up 7/10.
Very smooth, very smooth.
Again, continuing to use all the track, which is what you need to do here.
It's crazy to me that there's no exit curb here. There's an exit curb everywhere except for right there. And it's such a intense turn.
Right, as it comes to the start-finish line.
Definitely going to be in the 130s.
Ooh, lost some time in the final sector, a 131 flat. That is a definite improvement. He does get 1 more shot at it. Fuel load is now down 25%.
That moves him provisionally up to P15, just behind Shaggy Doo.
Ooh, he's down a half a second just in that first sector alone.
Technically, it's P14s. I'm not
There we go.
competing. You just take my name off there.
Down 6/10 after the second sector is Pyro. Oh, Pyro is on a hot lap. So he's got
He is
1 last
down.
hot lap here. He is 4/10 down on his fastest lap. I did not notice
he
that he
can
came
be-
around.
Yeah.
Right?
He can be-
Racing picked up a little bit of time there. Pyro also picked up just a little bit of time on his fastest in that 3rd sector. It's the end of the 4th. Ooh, now he's down 7/10. Yeah, looks like he's gonna abort that lap. Pyro also down a half second. Thank goodness for ghosting there. Pyro making 1 last-ditch effort. not able to improve, but a 129.946 is a great, great time. That puts him P5 provisionally.
Very nice.
Probably going to be good for top split.
Yeah, I definitely think he is.
And Mr. Racing, or Logan, has qualified P15.
Well done.
That should put him right on the bubble.
Yep, we'll see if
for top split.
How many other 129s are we going to get?
Yeah, with some heavy hitters coming. We'll see.
I believe none of Team Porsche has showed up yet. So we got our Split 2 winner from last week. Still hasn't shown his face.
And I do believe there are a number of CBR drivers that have not shown up yet as well. So we know, like Bobagito, for example, seems to be their fastest driver. We haven't seen him yet. We have seen JK85 and Corn Identity, both of which are in top split right now. It's like we got Speed Bump in the lobby asking questions.
We're here till 10, Speed Bump.
10 p.m. Central.
Well done, Mr. Racing. And Mr. Racing said he made his livery.
Yeah, he had posted, I believe he had posted some screenshots in the Discord. And
very cool.
They do look.
I like it.
They did look very nice.
I like it. Well done.
Looks like we are going to be waiting for some drivers now. We've had 27 that have qualified thus far. We've got 2 hours and 20 minutes left to go in this qualifying session. Plenty of time. And, oh, speak of the devil, Slowpoke Rods from CBR has joined the lobby. Now, typically they like to qualify packs, so I'm wondering if there's another CBR driver on the way.
Or maybe he's the lone wolf.
No, if you want the other ones to show up, you just need to start, listing out a few corny jokes and they'll pop in. That's all.
Oh, he's saying he's ready.
The first
he's flying solo.
The first
I didn't realize
Porsches.
He was in the Porsche as well. We need to add him to our little group chat, Team Porsche.
Yeah, I think currently he is P3 in the Porsche standings. Porsche. Yeah.
Porsche. It's just how you say it.
Got a nice Tide livery with
love the Tide
with some
livery.
Food City on there. Got to have the food decals for CBR car.
That looks pretty sharp.
I like it.
I've always loved the Tide car because it was parked outside the Walmart by my house when I was a little kid. And we went to Walmart one day. It was like parked up on the sidewalk by the entrance. I couldn't believe it.
I think a few years ago they had a NASCAR at the Walmart here in town. I think it was the Kurt Busch number 2 back then.
Oh, nice.
That was many years ago.
Yeah, there's a car wash place, like an automated car wash place that's owned by some former NASCAR guy. And so they all have, I mean, it's a fake, but it's a to scale NASCAR, but obviously it's not a real NASCAR. But it looks like one outside of all their car washes.
Cool.
I saw one in Dallas. I was like, oh, that's actually pretty cool. Like if I was a kid, I'd be pumped to go sit through the car wash with my parents.
Right.
If I got to see that car.
You've went by the number 2, the Rusty Wallace car back in the day when we were taking trips to Tennessee, because he's got a lot of dealerships up there.
Yes.
So you can see his cars everywhere.
He has dealerships in Dallas too. When I was a sales manager in there, they were one of our competitors.
He built the track in Iowa.
Right.
The Iowa track is designed and built by Rusty Wallace.
That's cool.
The Iowa Speedway?
Yep.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
Yep.
I have, I think it's at my parents' house, but I have an autographed Rusty Wallace hat. Miller Lite.
It's pretty cool. Got to expand your horizons and not just be a driver, but, you know, also play a little architecture.
Mm-hmm.
You know, projects and whatever. You know, any way you can promote it. You know, promote what you,
Sport,
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Slowpoke Rod's here on his hot lap. Getting through Sector 3. His first hot lap of the session. See what these Porsches can do. He's looking pretty smooth so far.
Mm-hmm. It's looking nice. They say smooth is fast, and this has definitely been smooth.
I think we've said before that the Group 4 Porsche has never gotten much love, but we do have a number of Porsche drivers this season, so and some of them have been fast, even in the Group 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only race that I've run, I guess in second split in Group 4, I got beat by a Porsche. Flux. Just had me a little bit better.
A
really good time.
130.67, that is a good time, especially for the first lap. It goes off at the end of the first turn into the gravel. That's going to ruin the second hot lap.
T14 right now, so he's already on the bubble after one lap. That's not a bad place to start off. Hopefully he can recover and get into the lower 130s.
And so he is, like you said, provisionally the final spot for top split. Will likely need, like you said, need to improve on that to stay there. This Porsche is looking pretty good on tires, though. 4 minutes into the session, there's barely any red on it.
Mm-hmm. Very lightweight, very well balanced.
Well, being a mid-engine car or a rear-engine car, you can really kind of throw it into the corners a little better.
Mm-hmm. You can rely on that rear grip.
Thank you, Turbo, for the $1.99 donation. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Because I like turtles.
I like turtles.
I like turtles too. They're like cute tanks.
I actually watched all the Turtles movies the other night. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh my god, I haven't seen those in forever.
Also,
I own the soundtrack to the second one.
Oh,
You know, with Vanilla Ice doing the
baby.
ninja rap.
And I do know.
Of course you know.
Oh man, I loved those movies. The third one, I was the right age for the third one, and so while a lot of people didn't like the third one, I was like obsessed with it.
I don't know if I've ever seen the third one.
It's
I know
the one
I've
where
seen
they
the first
go
two.
back in time to like samurai Japan. Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm gonna have to look it up now.
yeah, I'm just happy that Casey Jones got to make a return.
Right. Such a badass.
and he was the monks.
Uh-huh.
He's like, here, watch this.
At the end of
And
the
the only
fourth
thing
sector
they-
there, he was only down, what was it, 1.4 tenths. So looking good, but he's going to duck into the pits and change those tires out. Should
This
get
is another one of those
2 or 3 hot
tra-
laps.
Yeah, another one of those tracks with kind of a tricky pit entry. We already saw what happened at Mount Panorama.
Yeah, this one can be so deceiving. Like you feel like you've already slowed down enough, and then all of a sudden you like understeer into the wall.
This reminds me a lot of Seaside Dragon Trail. The way you have to just basically slam the brakes and make that right turn.
I can't even think of that pit entry. I avoid that track so often.
Yeah, because when you make that turn, like in a normal line, you're wanting to go all the way to the left to kind of get on that curb. But that one, quick, you have to be all the way to the right. And if you have somebody falling behind you, it can be bad.
Oh,
Similar
boy.
like as well. That one's tricky.
Yeah, I enjoy Dragon Trail Seaside. The problem is we never get to pit there because it's always just a sprint race.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. I think the only time it was even interesting in any race we've been in was me and you, Sal, when we did Moose Wars, and that was the final.
Yep.
Yeah, I was happy not winning that one. I was like, I just did enough to get by. Had to run the Alpha there.
Yeah, I remember that race. We didn't win the race, but we had done enough
Had enough
to
points.
capture the points title.
That's all we needed. I was fine being beat by a BRZ. I was fine with that.
Slowpoke Rod's on his hot lap. He should get 2 hot laps to finish this off. This may be the best one with the lighter fuel load and the freshest tires. Went into the second sector, or finishing the second sector. He's 1.5 tenths now, pushing it really hard. That may cost him on the straight, though.
Indeed.
Into the third sector. Yeah, still down. It's only 1/10. He can make up a 10th with 2 sectors to go.
Definitely can. This is the more, he's got the long straight out of the way, which isn't the Porsche's strong suit. Now these fast sweeping corners can definitely find some time here, I think. And
Ooh, lost a quarter. That was the sector that Pyro had gained a whole bunch of time on, but it looks like Slowpoke Rod's lost a bit there. See if he can get into a better rhythm for the second hot lap. This will be his final lap. Comes across the line. Down a half second. Pushing it all the way to the edge on that turn 1.
where's he gonna be? Let's go.
Not that even.
Close. Really gonna have to find something here. Dig deep, Slowpoke Rods. Dig deep. There we go.
He's up 100th.
Keep digging.
We'll get to the end here. He didn't hit the grass this time, so he should gain a little time. And it's his next sector, I think, where he's got the best chance to gain time. He did gain another half a tenth or half a hundredth. Again, all the way to the edge.
Ooh.
Oh, lost a little bit again.
Little slide there.
Yeah, tried to push it
He
too
gave it
hard
all
to make up that time.
Yeah. That car was on the limit the entire race, or that entire lap, and just right there, just ever so slightly went beyond the limit. But a 1:30.670, great effort, good time, well done, Slowpoke Rods.
Well done indeed. Brings it to the line. Moral victory. He was looking smooth there. Even putting that thing all the way to the edge. It looked like he had a handle on it. You know, he wasn't having the tail wag too much. I'm sure with a little more practice, we'll probably find some more speed out of that thing.
Yeah, for sure. Another one in the books.
1:30.670, our first Porsche qualifier for this round 8. We have had 28 drivers qualify. We've got a little over 2 hours left to go. Looks like we got Fast Cougar and Vinny DePoo in here. Have we had Vinny DePoo?
All right, Vinny.
Is this his first
that's
appearance
amazing,
in the PHG World Series?
Well,
I've gotten to meet Vinny the Pooh in person.
Nice.
And I feel very privileged to have met Vinny. Now he's Turbo's buddy.
Ah.
They call him Bean.
All right, we'll leave it on Fast Cougar for a second. I'm going to step away for 1 minute, and I'll be right back.
Adding Vinny to the spreadsheet. Vinny the Pooh is very good in the snow. For some reason, he dominates in the snow.
Hey, I mean, it's in his element.
Anytime we do lobbies and there's a snow race, he just absolutely dominates.
Might have to do a little rally race here and there, and some upcoming stuff.
He's with Honda. Vinny with Honda. S. Cougar with McLaren.
Looks like we are underway.
I'm going to call a 30.3 for Cougar because I have seen him practice, so he's at least got that.
Cougar with I think this is a fresh livery. I haven't seen this one around. Very purple and orange. Monster Energy. I like it.
2 more qualifiers and I'm at a second split.
Vinny DePoo looks like he's got a standard Honda NSX livery. Default livery. Yes. Joe said he registered today.
Awesome. Well, for a long time, he was just using he would go over to Turbo's place, and he had his own account over there, and then he finally got his own setup recently. I think just this past year.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
We know what kind of equipment he got?
I don't remember. I do not recall, but I met him at the historic race at Sebring.
Ah.
It was pretty fun.
Turbo says he got a G29. That's a good starter wheel.
There we go. do like this monster livery. I like the colors.
Yes. Looks very well put together.
I'd like to try that flavor. What flavor is that, Fast Cougar? I'll try that one.
That looks like that may be a couple of flavors.
Let's pour them all together and see what you get.
See, I tested something because I got into a discussion about different flavors from Dr. Pepper and how cherry is basically, it's already a flavor of Dr. Pepper. So cherry, Dr. Pepper, it's nothing new. It's just more cherry within the Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
You know? And I was thinking, well, because they already have, I think orange and lemon are already in it. So what would like a lime Dr. Pepper taste like? So I basically poured half Sprite, half Dr. Pepper. No, it does not work. It's like Sprite tasting right away and then a bad aftertaste. Do not recommend.
Yeah. You might be better off just pouring some lime juice in there instead of the Sprite.
Yeah,
but even then, I think
better.
they're contradicting flavors.
Yeah, it's the dark and light sodas just kind of don't mix that way.
Yeah. You're adding a sour to a beverage that already has way too much going on.
Like trying to eat something sweet with something really hot, like hot ramen, and then trying to eat like a sweet like cake or something, and it's not gonna taste very good for either.
Fast
I
Cougar
firmly
with a
believe
131.666 for his first hot lap. Vinny DePoo with a 132.331. Sorry, gentlemen, had some business to take care of.
Right. I think Dr. Pepper has 22 too many flavors.
Isn't it? That's their thing. Is it's 23, right?
Exactly. Just pick one flavor and let's go with that.
There's some random flavors. I'm like, what is this? There's ginger in there.
I mean,
There's actually
molasses, isn't it?
Looks like
Is it molasses in Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, there's like a pecan flavoring in there. There's a bunch.
and these guys are dead even. They've been staying purple by almost the exact same gap here.
Very impressive. Two mid-engine cars. Very different mid-engine cars, but mid-engine cars nonetheless.
Ooh, Fast Cougar picked up a decent amount of time in that sector. Who's still up a 10th on his own time, but not perfect. Fast Cougar coming to the line.
Where are you going to be?
Gonna bank a 31 flat.
There we go.
That's a good time. I need to poo across the line with a 32.5.
Oh.
Actually, oh man, that last sector was brutal.
Wow. Mr. Racing and Fast Cougar are off by 6 1,000ths of each other.
Fast
Both
Cougar's purple again. Vinny DePoo purple by 0.2 this time.
All right.
So just needs to get those last two sectors together. It looks like Vinny's got some speed. Fast Cougar up by almost a 10th. But Vinny lost quite a bit there in sector 2. Fast Cougar still very consistent. Only 2 100ths off. Vinny back up 0.2.
Ooh, runs a bit wide.
Fast Cougar gained quite a bit in this sector last time around, and Vinny lost a bit, so he can be smoother.
Ooh. Fast Cougar.
Oh!
A bit. Oh, and Vinny was up so much.
Oh! That is horrible to see. He was up 0.6. He had picked up a lot of time in that sector, but just pushed it a little too far. Fast Cougar ends up knocking a 10th off.
There we go.
Is Vinny going to hit his smart move? See if he can come out and get that banger in. We are 6.5 minutes into this qualifying session, and Fast Cougar's tires are looking stellar after over 4 laps completed. He may just run this out. Into sector 2 here. Well, he's off by about 0.3. Lost another 1/10 on the straight there. But still very consistent times we're seeing.
Yeah, you can definitely tell there's been some practice going on.
I think I saw him in Papa's stream yesterday, putting in quite a few laps. I think that was Papa's stream.
Fast Cougar going to the pits? Yes, okay.
Yeah, so it looks like he'll be looking to get one more hot lap in.
It will be a Hail Mary for this one.
Yeah. Vinny DePoo actually should get 2 more hot laps in after this out lap.
I know he's got the time in there, just a matter of putting all these sectors together.
Follow along with him. Nice and smooth through the first turn. Off by almost 0.4. May just be another warm-up lap, off by 0.6 in that sector.
Yep, I would say.
Oh,
This
geez,
is-
gained a lot in that third sector. Knocked 0.4 off of that. And really, here's the one where he could pick up a bit. He could go back to being blue here by the end. 'Cause he had found something the last time around.
Just a matter of putting an entire lap together. You can be.
Yep. There we go. He's up a 10th.
Wow.
This final sector in his fastest lap was not the greatest, so might pick up a little bit more. But yeah, if he could hook up those first 3 sectors, or those first 2 sectors as well, he could have quite a bit better time.
And he will get one more lap.
Ooh, ended up down 0.3. All right, Fast Cougar coming to the end of the first sector. He's again purple, but only by 2/100ths.
Ooh, you're using all of that track, and then some.
Vinny is about dead even. Fast Cougar also about dead even with their fastest lap. Back to Vinny will hit the line here. He's up. Fast Cougar just down by 6/100ths. Vinny's now down a 10th. Or is that up a 10th?
Great question. He's down. He's up. Yep. What is even up and down, anyways?
Right. There we go. Now he's up a half second. He was
Come on,
able to
Vinny.
carry the speed there. See if he can get this final sector down. He's struggled in the final sector. Fast Cougar does not improve on their fastest, but a 1:30.987.
Come on, Vinny.
Good lap. Vinny trying to pull out this last sector here. Ends up with a 1:32.239. Lost almost 0.4 in that final sector. That is a tricky sector.
Yeah.
So with a 1:32.237, that was an improvement. I have a feeling whatever split he ends up in, he gets some more practice in and can get some consistency down. May do well.
Yeah.
Because they seem to have more speed in them. At least a half
Yeah.
second.
Get a little practice in before the weekend. They're going to be A-okay.
Fast Cougar in the McLaren with a 130.987. Vinny DePoo in the Honda NSX with a 132.237. That puts Fast Cougar P16 provisionally, and Vinny DePoo P27. We have had 30 drivers qualify so far. It looks like we got a stacked lobby here for this next session. We got McNaughty, Banana, Turbo, Root. We have 4 qualifiers in here.
Oh, I thought I saw... Fernando must have skedaddled. I was like, I thought I saw Fernando in there as well. But it is a bit crowded. A crowded room.
Well, we now officially have 3 splits.
There we go.
Alrighty. And we still got 2 hours to go, so 4th split is pretty likely. It's always a matter of whether we can get a 5th split in or not.
I don't want to be all the way down at 5th split. 4th was bad enough.
RW joining.
We'll just keep coming.
All right, Vinny, if you're listening, we'll need you to leave the lobby so the rest of these guys can get their qualifier in.
Oh, wait, that's actually my fault. My bad. I think that's my fault. I thought I hit the thing. That's weird.
Oh, he couldn't exit? Or...
Well, he could exit at any
Yeah.
time. Still didn't, but I had to end the race.
Oh,
We still
yes.
had more people
Now everybody's
yeah,
in.
we still had more people. Yeah, still had more people coming in, so I still had to get the okay to start anyway. So all good.
Looks like... So, the...
PHG Banana is banana-inspired BMW livery. Oh, I like that. Donkey Kong is thinking about lithograph comics.
Clever.
That is clever. I like that.
Part of the PHG Elite.
He's even got Papa in the H. Oh, he's got T-Case on the back.
Hey, that's me.
But I should mention, Lithograph Comics, they are sponsoring the second half of the PHG World Series here. Little about Lithograph Comics. Lithograph Comics is not a store, but rather a comic book enthusiast, bringing awareness to the hobby and the comic book collecting community. Located on Instagram, you'll find Greg, aka Litho, sharing comic book history, stories, and his personal collection, spanning a 35-plus year comic book journey. That's Lithograph Comics on Instagram. Thank you for sponsoring the PHG World Series.
Yes, thank you, thank you. Now notice Turbo's Porsche livery. He's changed up the colors from what's on the thumbnail.
We'll have to check this one out.
Ooh, we went yellow and black. Black and yellow. So it's hard to tell, but in each one of those yellow squares it says Lithograph Comics.
That must have taken a lot of time.
He said it did. He was really proud of it. And he's like, it took so long. And then when I told him, I go, just a heads up, your car's going to be in the thumbnail. He was very excited.
Oh, I wish I could zoom in on this. I don't know if people can tell in that back window it's got the American flag, but he's got stuff in each of the lines of the American flag. It looks like Papa's House of Game, Porsche.
Oh, cool.
Looks like there's a YouTube channel in there. Well, people may want to look that up. I believe it was either tagged with, it was either PHG or PHGWS. You can go find that, check that out, and probably customize it to your own liking. I do love the American flag on the window. That's classic. But Root running a livery that I had made. It looks like he's customized it a bit, but he still has my name on it. You left my name on the livery. Thank you.
Wonder if they're going to spread out a little bit.
Naughty. Well done.
There we go.
Livery. Big lithograph comics on the side. Of course, he's got the NRL logo larger than the PHG World Series. We might need to have some words with him on that. RW. Nice looking BMW. I will say, all of RW's liveries I've seen throughout the series have been top notch.
Yep. I agree.
That Real Squad Racing in the back window, very nice. That brings us full circle to Banana. It looks like everybody is on their hot lap. Let's follow along. Looks like Turbo and Root. I wonder if they're trying to work together. They are very close.
They are very, very close.
Especially
Two very different.
Root is whispering in his ear currently.
Yeah.
Drive faster.
Sweet nothings? Is that what he's whispering?
Faster. Just a little faster.
You can do it.
Exactly.
No, he's going shake and bake.
Did that just blow your mind? That just happened. I mean, they're two very different cars with different strengths and weaknesses, and it seems to kind of work as they manage to make it around together. Turbo across the line, 31.594.
Very similar times, even. Well, McNaughty with a 130.549. That is a heater of a lap, but RW also the 130.575, and Banana jumping them all. The 130.537. Holy, these top three. 537, 549, and 575.
Very, very nice.
Tight.
I'm a little sad now because those two, with their current times, they put Moose into second split.
The Turbo got
split again.
Turbo got a little loose coming out of the corner here. He was up 1.6 tenths. But got a little wiggly. Gained it, but may have lost some momentum. Root still all over his rear bumper. Oh, and Turbo goes off a little too much.
Just a bit, and he was up on his time.
Yeah, he was still up. Root should be plenty up on his time. McNaughty has gotten pretty close. Also looking put in a heater.
Singing the Beatles. Wanna hold your hand. There you go. 31.
Root gained 0.6. Oh, McNaughty about dead even with his previous lap. RW coming into the pits. Banana logged a 130.515, so improved their time in the BMW even.
Impressive.
All right, now to figure out who everybody is here. So we got McNaughty up 4 100ths. It was Turbo ahead of him. Yep. Turbo gone purple. McNaughty down just a little bit. Let's stick with Turbo since he was purple through the first 3 sectors. Out of this really fast sweeping section. This is where he went off last time, keeps it on the track this time. Up 0.8. Isn't purple, but 0.8 is a heck of an improvement. McNaughty is not very far behind. I have a feeling McNaughty is also going to be... Oh, and Turbo ducks in!
Oh, wow.
McNaughty also ducks in.
Yep. They all follow suit. Root's in there as well.
I think it's the push for top split. He would have. I don't think he would have had enough for it, but it would have been a good time regardless. It's just everybody's trying to make that last little effort to get in, and getting those new tires is probably going to be the only way. Kind of have to go for broke.
Yep. Let's go, boys. I like having this many cars on the track.
We'll stick with RW since he's the only one on a hot lap. Like he is down only 8 100ths. Plenty of time to make an improvement. He is only 6 100ths off of the top spot in the split.
That's incredible.
This is a very tight split qualifier. He's up 4 1,000ths on his best now.
Banana not too far behind him on track.
Oh, now he's
there we
purple
go.
By a 10. Yeah, 10.
BMW is looking good out here.
Yeah.
I mean, we already knew that with Jorge currently in P1, but these other BMWs are looking good out here.
Oh, purple by 3 100ths, which is only a 1/10 improvement on his best, to put that in perspective. Comes across the line, does take the top spot in the 129 club with the 129.946.
Well done.
We'll go to the head of our next collection of cars. Turbo is up a 1/4 second, but goes really wide there. But keeps it pointed straight. These guys are both really even with their personal best thus far. Gotta flick through these guys pretty quickly. Well, now they're both up on their fastest laps. It looks like McNaughty might be closing. He's got some slipstream to help out. McNaughty and Root both are probably benefiting from a little bit of slipstream this time around. Oh, but McNaughty picks up a penalty.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's going to negate this lap. Goes wide. Let's see if he, maybe lets Root by. Now he can slipstream off of Root and doesn't have to worry about anybody behind him. Turbo and Root both coming to the line. They will get one more hot lap. Turbo improves by 2.3 tenths. And Root now takes the top spot. Wait a minute, that says a 130.
Banana.
Is it a 130.46? Wait. Earlier somebody had a RW at a 129.
No, it was a weird lobby thing.
Oh.
It actually was a 130.447, but I believe he did improve. But Banana now the 130.208 at the top spot.
Oof.
Yeah, I had to switch the camera and stuff on mine because it was giving me false data.
Well, I don't like it when it does that.
I don't either.
Oh,
You
Root,
and me both.
Root is purple by a mere 6 1,000ths. Trying to make that Genesis work. Beautiful W livery. No longer purple, but still up on his personal best. Catching up to Turbo. They come to the line. It looks like these are the last two qualifiers. Everybody else is out.
We're gunning it for the line.
And Turbo
Not
does
able to
improve to a 131.075. That was a tight session.
It really was.
Well, with that many cars, like we mentioned, there's a bit of slipstreaming.
It's a double-edged sword. It can be. There was a lot of close, even for qualifying, a lot of close racing there.
Mm-hmm.
It was a worrisome, to say the least. But it worked out, I think.
There's a little bit of a close-up there. Kind of read it.
Let's check out these times. PHG Banana at the top with a 130.208, followed by Root in the Genesis with a 130.426, followed very closely by RW in the BMW M4 with a 130.447. It is only 2/100ths of a second slower than PHG Root. McNaughty in P4 with a 130.549, only a tenth back. And then PHG Turbo in the Porsche Cayman with a 131.075.
Very nicely done.
Less than a second separating all 5 drivers in that lobby.
3 of them made it into top split so far, provisionally.
Yeah, so provisionally we got PHG Banana in P6, Root P12, RW P13, McNaughty P16.
Now the let's see, where's it at? Sour Blue Dust is an alt account for Johnny Boy. Just to let you know.
Oh, that's right. He mentioned that before, or let us know about that before it started, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got 6 qualifiers in this one. We got Beans, T-Rex Arms, Johnny Boy, Metal, Fernando, and Geezer Gears. Be another busy lobby.
Wes is going to show me how to really run the Alpha.
Beans looks like he's got a default AMG livery. T-Rex Arms in his traditional Jurassic Park livery. Very nice. Johnny Boy in the Lexus. The well put together livery. Geezer Gears is heading out in the Ferrari. Nicely done. Didn't Turtle Shell make this one?
Great question.
I thought I saw that Turtle Shell had posted this in the Discord, or at least something.
Yeah, there is a turtle shell on there on the hood.
Geezer Gears just snatched that up. Looked nice.
Geezer, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Geezer Gears is turtle shell.
Oh, I didn't know that they were the same person.
They are one and the same. So yes, absolutely. Turtle shell made that one.
Well, that would make sense then. Metal in a Kit Kat, bright red GTR. Fernando in his golden Corvette. We'll make sure
Bean's
to take a
gonna
look
be
at
the
that.
first one out of the pits. Shiny.
Shiny with the American flag on the top. I like it. Oh, looks like even added a few things. Lithograph comics on the side.
The Beehive Racing.
Yep. Fernando, a member of BHR. We got Beans right now leading the train. While everybody's on their outlap, I'll make a plea for the typical YouTube things. For those of you watching, please remember to hit that like button. If you're enjoying what you're watching, please consider hitting that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. I greatly appreciate that. I hit my 500 only a couple weeks ago, I am planning a 500 sub celebration stream within the next couple of weeks. I'm just trying to get some things finalized for that. Got some announcements to make, not making any spoilers.
Come on.
Yeah, if you guys could help out, that'd be great. It's like Beans is hitting the penultimate corner, about to start his first hot lap.
I would plan it for the weekend between finals and the last round.
That may be it.
Big Joe coming in with the big ideas. That's a great idea.
My provisional plan is to do the Thursday after I get back from Road America, which is, so that would be 2 weeks from tomorrow. But like I said, I got to get some things. I got to finish putting some things together for some announcements I'm going to be making before I actually get that scheduled.
Got things in the works.
Some exciting stuff. You guys are going to want to see it.
Indeed, indeed.
So we got Beans going through the fast sweeping section here.
And the SLS, such an interesting Group 4 vehicle. I just don't ever think about the SLS in real life.
Back in the Season 2 exhibition, I think McNaughty was running the Mercedes. Go figure. And he was not happy with how the SLS performed.
Yeah. It's actually been a good one. There have been a couple Group 4 dailies semi-recently. Maybe towards the beginning of the year, that the SLS was like at a garden trail or Dragon Trail Gardens. It was like a solid option there.
Well, Beans puts down a 130.565 with that AMG. That is a good time.
Not a bad way to start.
Fernando with the penalty. Looks like T-Rex Arms was able to jump up into P2 with a 131.489. Check back in with Beans. Leading the train.
Yeah, this race, come race day, we're going to see a lot of train running, that's for sure. I think it's going to come down to who makes the mistake versus who goes for the overtake.
Right.
In a lot of instances.
Yeah, we gotta hope there isn't going to be a lot of pushing people off. That tends to happen here because of the fact that you've got to go so fast, use so much of the track, that it's very easy that if you end up getting side by side, you kind of just tap someone off into the grass.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully,
and then with netcode as well too.
It looks like Beans was unable to improve. Let's see who's behind Beans. Well, that's Fernando.
Said Sour was Johnny Boy.
Yep, Sour Blue Dust is Johnny Boy. He's currently sitting in P5 for drivers. It's the fastest lap of a 133.546. Beans is off by about 1.8 tenths of his fastest lap. See T-Rex Arms, who is sitting in P2. He's on an outlap, so this does not count.
It doesn't count.
So Beans is off by almost half a second. He is going to duck into the pits. Fernando finishing up his outlap. Who do we got behind Fernando? Metal. Coming to the line.
Metal.
Off by 0.3 of their fastest lap. Looks like Geezer Gears or Turtle Shell hitting the pits. Johnny Boy also hitting the pits. The T-Rex Arms is on an out lap, so I think Fernando is our first hot lapper out there right now. Or our only
All right,
hot
Fernando.
lapper. See where he's at the end of Sector 3 here. Oh, he hasn't put in a lap. He must have reset back to the pits.
Oh, yeah.
So we do not get the delta. We'll just have to see where he ends up.
He's the only one I don't have a time recorded.
Oh, goes wide and loses it.
In style.
Unfortunately, the judges for the talent competition part of our qualifying are not to be found.
Not to be found.
Looks like he just went off into the dirt. If you hit the gas while in the dirt, around you go.
Around you go. He completely missed the apex there too, so it was pretty obvious early on that he was not going to make that corner.
That Corvette, it's a little heavier. You gotta finesse it. But he is clearly not going to improve, or I suppose he set his first lap time with the 1:38 there.
And I believe Metal just improved the 1:32.731.
Yep.
This is about a 10.
See T-Rex Arms on a hot lap on the penultimate corner.
So currently T Calvert and Metal have the exact same lap time.
Ooh, and
How about
T-Rex
that?
Arms only 3 100ths off of his personal best. Well, Geezer Gears has some damage.
And on the outlap, so they're trying to wait it out a little bit. There we go, damage clear. Now they can start their, what will most likely be their final lap. Ooh.
Trying to figure out who is come to the line
Where?
there, but
Who's what and where? And Fernando and
Like-
Beans.
Beans is desperately trying to get by, but Fernando is just trying to get a halfway decent lap in.
Yeah, I don't know. Beans doesn't know that Fernando doesn't have a lap, so Fernando does not want to give way. Even though Beans is moving quicker, Fernando needs to get a lap in.
Right, but Beans is now going to have a lot of clean air for one more hot lap. Fernando does improve quite a bit. To a 1:33.241 that moves him up to P4. It looks like T-Rex Arms will be our next qualifier to cross the line.
I think Fernando is done. He went and took a little nap up under a tree. Yeah.
When T-Rex knocks 0.2 off, improves to 131.2. Looks like Johnny Boy just bested their fastest lap by about 0.4. Turtle Shell coming to the line for final time. Not able to improve. The Beans will be our next one. So he's off by 1.3. That is doable in a sector. Currently sitting at a 130.5. Solidly in split 2 with that time. Able to improve. Does
Very nice.
by 0.5 hundredth.
And T-Rex
half a
Arms. T-Rex Arms was improving. They are up a 10th currently.
See, Beans did not improve on that lap, and we'll follow T-Rex Arms to the end. I believe he's going to be our last hot lapper of this session.
Trying to get into the 130s. Not
Ooh,
quite.
not
Oh,
quite.
and he loses it all in the last sector.
All right, so we got Beans is done, T-Rex is done, Metal is done, Johnny Boy is done, and Turtle Shell is done. So that wraps it for this session. Beans, our fastest qualifier in this session with a 130.514, provisionally puts him P15. So the number one driver in Split 2 for now. T-Rex Arms with a 131.254 in the Alpha 4C. Metal in the GTR does a 132.731. Fernando in the Corvette had a bit of a rough qualifier, but ended up with a 133.241. Johnny Boy on an alt account in the Lexus with a 133.260, just behind Fernando. And then Turtle Shell, or Geezer Gears, in the Ferrari with a 133.376. Those 4th, 5th, and 6th spots very close together.
Indeed, indeed. And again, that's Metal getting the exact same time as T. Calvert, but I believe since T. Calvert qualified yesterday, they get the spot. But very cool to see two drivers in two very different cars, one in the Nissan, one in the BMWs, get the exact same time.
That's crazy. And hard to do.
Yeah, it's crazy that it happens. I mean, more often than you would think, but it seems so unlikely. But I don't know. It's pretty wild.
Now, if we had 3 people do the same exact time, that would be something.
That would be wild.
It's a little more, yeah. But whoever said it first, that would dictate who has the right, I guess, for the higher position. That's how they do it in the dailies, anyways.
That's how they do it in racing. Last year, Max and George Russell got the same time in Canada, but Russell said it first, so he got pole. Didn't matter, but he got it. Stiggy and Vetter Dan.
Looks like Stiggy's the only one in this qualifier. Vetter Dan will probably be in for the next one. Seems how we have a lone qualifier. I'll step away for a minute. We'll be back shortly.
All right. Diggy in the Alpha. Team Alpha. I like his livery. Looks nice. Now, is this a car that you have to rev out or short shift or anything, or it's been a minute since I've driven the Alpha?
I have no idea.
Me either. That's probably why I don't do very well.
Well, based on what Stiggy's doing, it looks like he's revving it out. So, I'll take his word for it.
I press go until it doesn't want to go. Until it runs out of gas.
Starting his out lap. Or I mean his hot lap after his out lap. There we go.
Some kind of order.
Yep. Probably one of the better overtaking spots is that hairpin right there in the race. Kind of one of your few really heavy braking points. This turn is a lot of fun. If you get it right and can get on the throttle. It's weird going back to one car on track after 3 kind of hectic qualifying sessions.
Right. You're like, man,
very-
I only have people with one car now.
Very calm. Very calm. Oh! As Stiggy carries way too much speed.
Oh, I came back at the wrong time.
Shake the dirt off. Shake the dirt off. Oh. Or collect more. Whichever you choose.
It is your decision to make.
Yeah. Oops. That's funny. We'll just have to go again. Sometimes you need 2 outlaps.
That is the thing. Let's see here. As a quick recap, we have had 41 drivers qualify so far. What is the what's the driver count to fill up 4 splits? Is it 56?
56, yes.
All right, we got
Not counting.
got an hour and 18 minutes left qualifying here tonight. Plenty of time to get us up into the 50s for number of drivers.
Yep, we got 2 drivers in waiting, so there's still more to come.
Yeah, this is Stiggy is going to be what, our 42nd qualifier that will fill up the 3rd split. And the next stint after this will be the beginning of qualifiers for or we'll have enough drivers for 4 stints.
There we go. Stiggy looking like they're improving, but they're improving on a very rough lap, so where is this going to put them as the Alpha comes across the line? Great camera shot. 32.602. P35 overall, just behind Vinny DePoo.
Looks like he is up 0.3 in the first sector. So looking to try to get a good, clean lap in. Still up 0.3 at the end of the second sector. Oh, and it's improved another 1/10.5. Up to 4.6 up, so definitely putting together a solid lap this time around.
Mm-hmm. Looking very nice through there.
Lost a little bit in that sector 3, that sector 4. Sector 4 should be really solid for the Alpha. You can really throw it through those corners at high speed. Coming to the start-finish line is going to log a 32.7. Lost all that time in the final 2 sectors. First, this is like a tale of 2 races. Got the and goes off coming out of the first turn. It's gonna throw away this lap as well. You know, there's no worse feeling than going off in like the first turn or 2 and knowing you have to go around the whole lap for like no reason.
Mm-hmm. Adds insult to injury.
Is equally frustrating being up all the way through a lap and then having a problem in like the last corner.
I know that feeling all too well.
Stiggy apparently does not like this track.
Fair enough, Stiggy. Fair enough.
That is a thought shared by many a driver here.
Yeah, see, me and
That
TKs
is
were talking about
cool.
that before you joined in at the beginning of the stream, Shag. It's like, actually, Brands Hatch is one of my favorites. I really like this track. I've heard a number of people say they don't, and I find that perplexing because I enjoy this track quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it more with Group 4. When we had the faster Group 4 cars, now they feel too slow to, I guess, be enjoyable. Like, it was more enjoyable when they were, 3 seconds faster.
I
And
guess
felt
that's
like
fair.
they.
I haven't run an actual race here since that update a while ago. So
Yeah, this is one of the tracks where I prefer, like, Group 4 or lower, like Laguna
Yeah.
Seca. I don't want anything faster. Like, it's a smaller track. It's more suited. And in real life racing, you don't have the quickest cars here. You have a lot of, road cars, classic cars, anything like GT4s.
Mm.
Was it the Cup?
A lot of touring cars, yeah.
ooh, he's up over half a second this time around. Yeah, no, at Laguna Seca, I mean, IMSA goes there, so they've got the the prototype cars and everything at that track.
Yeah, it's crazy that they do, because they don't do the LMP2 cars. It's just the GTP and the GT3 cars.
Oh, Sticky pushes it a little hard.
But it's crazy that they drive those huge GTP cars around that track. 'Cause those things are ginormous and completely flat on the bottom. How they handle the corkscrew makes no sense.
Okay, when I went to the
IndyCar
race
does that
last
as
year, I
well.
was surprised by how small the prototype cars are when they take the front off and the rear off while they're working on it. They look like go-karts. They're so
when
tiny.
they don't have all their aero.
Yep. All right, Stiggy's got one more shot here to try to put this together. Had a really good lap going before he pushed it wide into the dirt. See if you can hook this one up. We know you can do it.
I believe in you, Stiggy.
Yeah, up 6
There you
tenths
go.
now in the first second.
That car looks too nice to not be that fast. Like, it needs to be fast. Like yeah. I think it's got it in there. It's got the power.
Up almost a whole second after the first two
The grip.
sectors. Now he just needs to kind of ride this out and at least hold it. Now's the point where you keep trying to push it a little too hard because you're up.
Yeah, that's
Up
what we
a
saw.
whole second.
Yep.
It's so easy to do it here, though. There's a narrow line that you can take here.
Holds it on. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Shaggy.
And it's kind of like if you deviate a little too much, trying to push a little bit too hard, you'll find yourself in the grass or the sand.
He played a little safe in that sector, so he's still 7 tenths up. He's got to make it through this final corner.
But he used every bit of it there, though.
Yeah, he
so it worked out.
Comes to the line with a 32.3. Ooh, lost quite a bit, but still, I mean, ended up 2 tenths up. At one point, he was a whole second up.
Yeah.
That lap. So, Stiggy's got to work on a little consistency, but has some good pace. I'd be curious to see what his optimal was, because his optimal was probably like a mid 31.
Yeah.
Or maybe better.
For sure. We got a lot of people waiting in the lobby, so that's a good sign. Currently sitting at 42 drivers. Stiggy, P35 overall.
So Stiggy did a 132.319 in his Alfa Romeo 4C. He's saying in chat he was able to do a 130.9 in practice. So, given how we saw him get through some of those sectors, that is not surprising. Just needs to get it all hooked up. But yeah, we got Betterdan, Estacy, Craig, Strychnine, Old Man Pip, Another stacked lobby. 5 drivers.
Back to a crowded house again.
Best to see in the McLaren. I know Papa's going to be watching this really closely. Them two are in a very tight points battle to determine who's going to race in the finals. Better Dan with his well-decorated Corvette.
The blue shell's the best thing.
The blue shell. It's got lithograph comics in the rear window. It's got the rainbow leopard. It's got a Dorito, banana, McNaughty. It's got a whole bunch of stuff on the back.
That's one of my favorite decals, is that McNaughty gaming one, done like the kind of Nintendo 64 Mario lettering. I put that on so many of my cars.
Yeah, if you search for decals, there's somebody that does. They've got a whole bunch of decals that are all like NES font.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's got like the whole alphabet, like the single letters, but has a lot of different words. Strychnine out first in the GTR. Bit of a Day of the Dead style livery.
Mm-hmm. Medusa. They look like scales on the side. Very nice. I like it. That's got to be one of my favorite liveries of the season so far.
Old Man Pip in a simple, minimalist Renault.
But that is the trophy, so he did switch to the trophy. He had been using the other one, just the regular Megane.
And Craig, another Porsche driver with Adidas.
Classy Adidas.
Very nice.
Dude, he's got them Sambas on. He's looking fresh. I like it. The tracksuit and everything.
Alright, we're going to have to try to keep track of who's where. We got Strychnine leading the charge. As all these drivers finish up their out lap, start their first hot lap. Game on.
And here we go. Now, did y'all see any of the videos that Super GT did where he and Abby Eaton, she's a female racing driver who did a lot of the stunt driving on the later Top Gear stuff, and then they both teamed up and raced Alex Brundle's classic Mustang around here against like Mini Coopers and a bunch of other classic cars. It was really cool.
I did not see that video.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. But it was like a very, like Shaggy was saying, you know, they don't typically do super fast cars around here. And so that one, it was like old Impalas, Mustangs, and one other type of kind of big American style car. And then there was like all these Mini Coopers that were crazy fast in the corners. So like they would get passed at every corner by a Mini Cooper and then re-overtake them on the straight. And it was nuts to watch. And then they're driving somebody else's classic Mustang race car, and so they're like don't want to damage it, but it was fun to watch.
I was actually watching a race here a while back, and it was nothing but Mini Coopers.
Yeah. How much fun?
They were doing about 120, 130 miles an hour. I was like, geez, they're flying for Mini Coopers, but it's, you know, that's just the speed. And it was fun to watch, especially going into turn one, and they try to do 3 wide.
Yeah, well, and one of their back wheel will come off the ground.
Yeah,
dude, they're crazy. It's because they're not going that fast, but they are on the absolute limit. of what
Well,
that car can handle.
Yeah, the Mini is not designed for top end. It's designed for little sharp turns, little I guess small areas like alleyways and whatever.
They're
like an
designed for
actual-
the Italian job. That's exactly what they're designed
exactly. That's why they got. I watched that a little while back. Still a great movie.
It's a solid one. It really is. They really knocked it out of the park with the cast.
Oh yeah.
Like Strychnine was up quite a bit on their fastest lap. S2C, our current pole sitter in this stint. Looks like they are down in this particular lap. Strychnine coming to the line has an improvement of about a 10th. Pushes him up into P2. Barely ahead of Old Man Pip. Coming to the line. And also improves a 10th, so retakes P2. And then Craig, with what looks like an 8/10 improvement, shoots them up into P2.
Wow. Nicely done, Craig.
Things are shaking up a bit as this qualifying session goes on. Looks like Ecstasy has really caught up to the back of Strychnine here. Looks like Strychnine's just going to give way, let Ecstasy have it, who is up 3.6 tenths on the fastest lap. Barely holds it on through that fast corner. So Better Dan takes over the pole with a 131 flat on his first hot lap. I believe he had an issue early on and reset back to the pits.
Indeed. Yeah, he was the only one I didn't have a time for, and now he's marched his way up there.
Ecstasy still up a 10th on their fastest lap. Strychnine ducking into the pits. Ecstasy comes across with a half a 10th improvement. Old Man Pip coming to the line. It does improve by 3/100ths, and then Craig also able to improve by 3/100ths. Everybody getting marginally better lap after lap. Better Dan trying to get down into the 130 range. Like it's just barely off of his fastest lap. Oh, gets a bit squirrely coming through that corner. That's probably going to cost him this lap. He is going to go ahead and bank this one.
All right.
Oh, does improve by 3/1000ths.
Ever so much. Well done, sir.
Oh, and he resets back to the pits to get some fresh tires. Ecstasy is purple in the second to last sector.
What are you going to give us, SSC? What are you going to give us?
Dan probably lost a couple of tenths on that little wiggle at the end, so he's got some pace right along with Ecstasy. Ooh, Ecstasy lost some time in that final sector. And also resets back to the pits. Let's see, Strychnine is on an out lap. Old Man Pip is on a hot lap. Ooh, a 4.6 tenths improvement. Jumps up to P3 on the chart. I think Craig had just crossed the line, but did not improve on that lap. Let's see, I believe both Better Dan and Ecstasy, are on outlaps right now. Old Man Pip, Strychnine, and he's coming to the fourth sector? Is that Craig? No. Oh, that's better, Dan. Okay.
Yeah, better Dan on the outlap.
So Strychnine is our next qualifier to log a time. Old Man Pip right behind him, trying to use some of that toe. Strychnine looked like was down a tenth. Let's see if Old Man Pip is getting any improvement by being in the slipstream. Really catching up to Strychnine here. Oh, Strychnine goes off. Old Man Pip up almost a tenth. Strychnine goes off again.
Careful, everybody.
Keeps it pointed straight. But definitely is going to lose that lap.
Better Dan has gone purple, but he's way early on in the lap, so finish out this Old Man Pip.
Ooh, Old Man Pip was not able to improve. Craig come to the line. Not able to improve. I think S2C is just starting their hot lap. You said Better Dan is...
He is purple.
He's still purple. Okay.
He likes to move it, move it.
Let's see. S2C should be hitting a time check here. Also purple by over a quarter second. It's like these guys are going to dogfight it right to the end here. This is the final hot lap. Ooh, Vetter Dan down 2/10. Definitely lost some time in that sector.
What you got, S2C?
S2C might be able to pull some slipstream here. Get a little bit of extra speed. 2/10 purple. Vetter Dan coming to the line. Not able to make an improvement. That fourth sector really hurt his chances.
Old Man Pip, unable to improve, goes back to the pits.
Oh, and it looked like Strychnine up ahead has a penalty. S2C still purple, but only by a tenth. Craig right ahead of him. See what Craig ends up with. Does improve, and S2C also improves, but does not take pole. It's merely half a tenth behind Vetter Dan for pole position of this stint. But a 131.297, or no, a 131.150. And Better Dan's was earlier. So add or take off 55, he would be a 131.095.
Yep, 139.095. P24 overall. So S2C and Better Dan, P24, P25 overall.
So that was a very close qualifier. That's going to put them in split 2 provisional. Look at that. 4 drivers all in the 131s. And Strychnine not too far behind in the 32s. Busy qualifying session. Looks like we got Wade
more.
CBR and Flux Flare joined up. And it looks like somebody else is joining. Looks like we got Speed Bump coming in. Wade out in the Raising Cane's chicken.
That sounds good.
CBR guys always make us hungry. Looks like Flux Flare picked up on that Porsche Lithograph Comics livery.
Looking good in the color shift.
Very nice.
Somebody else joining the party.
Like the speed bump is in and ready, but it's not out on the track. Mr. Casual jumps in.
Casual. Let's see
Fellow
what he's
commentator. So we may have 4 more qualifiers here. Let's see. We are at 47 drivers. This will put us up to 51. Speed bump in the Honda. Nice looking livery. Got a bunch of comic book characters on it to go along with our Lithograph Comics sponsor. Once again, Lithograph Comics is sponsoring the second half of the PHG World Series. Go check him out on Instagram. Wade gonna be the first one out. Alright, so while these guys get their out laps in, you guys do anything fun over the weekend?
The weekend. What did I do? I didn't have to go out of town, so like the whole weekend was just crazy for me. Not because I did anything, but just because my whole routine was thrown off.
I just worked and, well, of course, did all this, but nothing, I guess, too important, really.
I just streamed Elite Dangerous all weekend.
Elite Dangerous. Yeah, we did the broadcast Friday and Saturday. I feel like I did something.
Yeah, I asked because I had gone out of town, had a little vacation, had quite a bit of fun over the weekend. We ended up going to Crystal Caves in Wisconsin, got to tour an underground cave there. That was really interesting. Difficult for someone like me. I'm a tall guy, so meandering through a cave at spots was difficult. Not too bad.
Yeah.
There wasn't anywhere you had to crawl through or anything like that. But I definitely had to bend over a lot more than some of the other people who were on the tour.
I went spelunking one time. That's not for me.
It was funny. I was looking forward to going, and then once I got there, all of a sudden I got to think, God, I hope the spaces aren't too tight. Because if they're too tight, I might get a little claustrophobic. But no, thankfully, much of the cave was very wide open.
That's cool. Yeah, caves are awesome.
Yeah.
Like, they're so neat, and there's so much stuff in there, and
I've learned about them quite a bit watching shows on TV, but I've never actually been in one. So to actually go into one
awesome.
Was really fun. I think it bottomed out at about 70 feet, so it's about 7 stories underground.
Wow.
So that was fun. After we got done with that, we then went to the Leinenkugel's brewery in Wisconsin, Chippewa Falls, and got to tour that. That was a lot of fun. Apparently, they had been bought out by. I learned that they got bought out by Molson Coors years and years ago, and they decided to close that particular production facility. So it's no longer in operation, but they're still doing tours of it. It only closed down in January, so everything is still clean and able to be operated. It's just not being worked on. Apparently they have plans for it, but nobody knows what they are.
It's a mystery, as Wade does a 130.326. Well, that sounds awesome.
Flux Flare very close with a 130.531. Speed Bump with the 132.076, and Mr. Casual with the 132.088. So 2 people in the 130s. Those are very good times. But yeah, after we toured the brewery, we had gone the next day on Saturday. We went out to a vineyard, the Autumn Harvest, for the Dixon's Autumn Harvest Vineyard, also in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. They had a band there playing music, and got to sample some wine. That was a lot of fun.
Very nice.
So nice, relaxing weekend. I needed one of those.
Did you have the kiddos with you as well?
No.
just grown-up
It was.
time?
This has been like the first like no kid, just the adults, you know, going and just spending some time together. So
Good for you.
I should
Good
say
for
after
you,
the
that's
vineyards,
awesome.
we went to another like micro brew that was in Chippewa Falls. They brew a lot of their own. They brew their own beer, but they also make whiskey and vodka in a whole bunch of different flavors. So they when we sat down, they handed us 4 menus. They're like, here, you have to do some research to determine what you want to order.
I didn't come here to go to school.
Right. And which was funny because we watched other people have the same reaction as us that came in after us, where they're like, here's the menus. And they're like, oh my God, they would take the menus and go sit down and would come back 5 minutes later and finally know what they want to order. Because with all the different flavors, they had a whole boatload of different combinations that you could order. And one of them I tried had an espresso vodka with what else was in it? Some Hershey's chocolate, and there were, I can't remember, there were 2 other flavors in there. It was amazing.
Nom noms. That sounds great.
Oh, and it's just Carl. Thank you for the $4.99 donation. Everybody give Carl a round of applause. Let's go PHG, he says.
I've heard him say that before.
It's a common phrase.
Wade CBR, we missed it, had improved on his best lap time with a 130.128, just really sniffing at that 129 range. Like Flux Flare may have had an issue the last time around. Logged a 140.
Yeah,
Wade's,
speed bump and Flux have been nose to tail. So
it's like Wade's going to dip into the pits to see if he can get an ultimate lap in. Oh, speed bump dipping into the pits. But Flux is going to stay out.
He's on the outlap.
Oh,
okay.
He must have reset back. Yeah, because his...
That's what happened. He went into the pits.
And I think Mr. Casual also may have just finished
like that
outlap.
Skittles mobile there.
Oh,
Cash.
wow.
Looking,
that is very bright.
Yeah, taste the rainbow indeed.
All right, so who do we got leading the train? We got Wade. He is on an outlap. So Flux Flare is going to be our next hot lapper to cross the finish line. He's down almost 3/10 on his fastest lap, so hoping to improve.
Flux Flare. Where are you going to be as you come across this split line? Down.
He's been progressively losing time on this lap. So it doesn't look like that's going to be the fastest. So we'll check in with Mr. Casual here. Not sure how they've been doing on this lap, but is not very far behind.
No, and in talking to him yesterday, he didn't sound super confident around here. So I'm curious if he was able to put in some time as he does improve quite dramatically.
1.1 seconds jumps him up into P3. Now Wade CBR should be on a hot lap. See as they approach the next time check here. About dead even with their fastest lap. Flux Flare down 1.7 tenths. And I just missed what Mr. Casual had. Then I missed what Wade had. Oh, I'm just a little too slow. Flux Flare.
It happens.
Down 2 tenths. Mr. Casual almost dead even. Down about about 1/100th. But Wade coming to another checkpoint. Also very consistent. not an improvement. Flux Flare losing some more time. Mr. Casual also off by about a 10th. Speed bump. Oh, using too much of the track, but is up a half a second. Wade CBR does not improve. Flux Flare goes too far off into the dirt.
Yikes.
Not able to improve. Mr. Casual not able to improve that lap either. Wade CBR is purple in the first sector.
Speed bump improves ever so slightly. Gets himself into the 131s.
Oh, and Wade goes around.
That is that.
Yeah.
Pushing too hard.
Oh, yep, got into the dirt.
No forgiveness at Watkins or at Brands Hatch.
I mean, this kind of feels like the Watkins Glen of
Yeah.
the UK.
Looks like everybody's in the pits
Like
except
in the
for
woods.
Speed Bump halfway through the last hot lap of the session.
They're currently sitting P41 overall.
Definitely wanting to improve on this time, pushing it to the edge. It's down less than a tenth. See what he can do in the final sector.
All eyes on you, Speed Bump. We believe in you.
Shh.
You can do.
Comes to the line. Does
Hey!
improve by half a tenth.
Well done. Well done. 266. So that moves you right on up the order to P33.
Ooh, that was a
Nicely
big
done,
jump.
Speed Bump. Well, I've realized I didn't refresh it, so it was really only like a one-place jump, but it seemed like a 10-place jump.
I see. I do like all the comic book characters
Mhm.
on the car.
Yeah, that's a good looking livery. Well done, Speed Bump. Salamander, who's your favorite comic book character?
Oh,
You
I
can
would
say more than one if you can't pick just one.
You know, I've never been a big comic book reader, but I would say that probably Batman would be my favorite.
Right on.
Either Batman or Superman. Back when I was a kid, I think I was more into DC. I was never into like Marvel, but now that I'm an adult and the movies have come out, I much prefer the Marvel movies than to the DC movies.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Very cool.
But Wade CBR almost got into the 129s, ended up finishing with a 130.128, putting him P6 provisionally on our speed chart. Flux Flare in P17 and Mr. Casual P23.
Hold on. That was weird. It did that weird thing where it changed the time on my screen versus what the actual time was. So now Speed Bump is back to P40. With a 131.8. For some reason on my screen it had showed a 131.2. But now I'm seeing a 131.86.
May have been a lobby glitch.
Silly lobbies. Nasty in the stang.
Looks like we are off and running for qualifying right away. We got a solo qualifier this time around. Like you said, in the Mustang. Ah, yes, the booty sweat livery.
Mm-hmm. High times booty sweat. Ain't nothing like it nowhere.
as much as I am not a Ford fan, I would love to see the Mustangs more viable in this game.
Yeah.
I mean, I love driving the Corvette, but it would be fun to have the Corvette, Mustang, and like the Viper be able to battle it out more.
Yeah, have them more even.
Absolutely.
It would be cool to see the new Mustang in the game.
Yes.
As well as the C8 and the M4. I don't care about the Ferrari. That probably makes some people mad, but I don't care about the newer GT Ferrari. But I do care the M4, the C8, and the new Mustang would be nice to see.
Blasphemy.
I mean, it is nice that the Dark Horse Mustangs and the C8 are competitive, like in IMSA.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
You know, watching them race alongside each other, they definitely have their battles. And they use a BOP in IMSA as well.
Mm-hmm.
They've talked about that during the broadcast, how they have a balanced performance and how it seems to work pretty well.
It's really interesting how it works because like they'll be doing the testing and practice during the week, and that'll kind of determine what tweaks to the BOP need to be made, and then whether it's a power restriction or an aero restriction, depending on the car. It's very interesting. It's something you don't really, if you just watch the races, you have no clue. When you start watching the other stuff, the interviews, the behind the scenes, the practices, and all that, you get to hear more about it. And it is interesting to hear, especially like the engineers talk about it. Like, oh, well, we got hit with this balance of performance, and we have to make this adjustment, which is going to make the car drive differently. And
that's really interesting if they do that like during the event.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah, because they'll make tweaks.
I mean, are there any instances where drivers sandbag in practice so they don't get hit with the BOP? You'd think they could.
I wouldn't be surprised, but I think with how these races are, because they're not just sprints. I think in a sprint race you can do that, but when you're trying to figure out fuel loads, tire wear, all that stuff in these long, more endurance style races, you kind of want to have everything all on the table so you know what to prepare for.
You need to have all the data, otherwise you're not gonna be able to sort of fake your way through it.
Yeah, and I'm sure all the stewards and stuff have access to all the data and can be like, well, clearly you're not using all your performance here as well. So there's definitely some ways to do that. As Nasty improving a bit here.
Hey, he's up half a second almost in the first sector.
Very nice, very nice.
0.6 after the second sector, so he logged a 133.324. Definitely some room for improvement there, and is making it. So that first lap must not have been their best. Up 0.8 now, so continuing to improve. This is that slow, like incremental increase where you don't try to put down your fastest lap on the first one. You just kind of get familiar and build on it, which is probably the better way to do it.
It is. It's easier to push yourself to the limit than to go past the limit and pull yourself in.
Yeah, and that's something I have to learn because I tend to do that. I'll put in, like, my first lap ends up being halfway decent. I'm like, all right, and then I spend the next half hour spinning out because I'm trying to go better than that, and I don't fully understand what got me there in the first place.
Yeah.
So I was actually watching, I watched part of the video. Wow, he improved by almost a whole second. Well done. I was watching a video that was put out by Suelio Almeida. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He's a Brazilian driver or a sim racer who also does coaching and is also an IMSA. So,
nice.
In fact, he drives one of the TCR Hyundai Elantras. He's on one of those teams.
Oh, those are so sick.
So I'm hoping I can find a way to track him down while at the race next weekend.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Anyway, I was watching a video he put out. He puts out a lot of coaching videos, And this one was almost an hour long, and he was starting it out describing kind of what we were just talking about, that you really need to work your way up. Like, you can't work on multiple aspects of your driving or your racecraft at the same time. Like, he was saying you have to work on, like, your braking first. Like, don't worry about your steering. Just stay on the track. Let's get your braking and figure that out. And once you're solid there, then start working on, like, your different steering inputs. But don't try to tackle everything at once, because then when something goes wrong, you don't know what you did wrong. You're just guessing. So, I mean, I'm very much paraphrasing what he said. I would strongly suggest to go check out his channel and watch a lot of his videos. I've picked up a lot of tips watching a number of his different like coaching session videos that he's had with other drivers, where he's describing what to do and how to do it. I mean, short of paying for a coaching session privately, they're still very helpful. So highly recommend.
Awesome. I'm surprised Nasty went into the pits right there. He was up 0.6, so he must feel confident that he can put in a very, very solid lap.
Yeah, well, I think we've seen if they pit at that time, they still get 2 hot laps, so they still have 1 throwaway if they need it. Try to work on getting two good solid laps in here, or at least 1 out of 2. Looks like he's burned off about 20% of their fuel. The car should definitely be lighter. In a heavy car like the Mustang, the lighter you can make it, I think it's going to have a better improvement than a car that's already light. Trying to be smooth. Again, with the heavier car, they got to be careful with that weight transfer. I think you have to be even more smooth than with, like, let's say the 4C, where you can really kind of toss it into a corner because it's a lighter car.
Yeah.
The Mustang, you got to be a little gentler with it, which is weird to think, seeing how it's a more visceral machine. Which is why you have to sort of treat it with, you know, give it the white glove treatment, and then you can make it really fast.
Yeah. Indeed, because that there's like you're saying, a lot of weight, and as soon as the car grips up, the body's still moving, even though the tires have gripped up, and that just pulls you further around.
Yeah, if you can tame it, if you can ride the horse, it's a fast car. I mean, granted, in the game it's not as fast, but you can still get a decent time. I mean, we always thought that the BMW was kind of a pig, and now we see that for the people that have learned how to drive it, it's viable. There are a number of BMWs up in top split. You know, if you get, I mean, and we've seen Moose driving the Fords have been able to put down pretty decent times in the Mustang. It might just be that we need more people to put more time into it, and maybe it's more viable than we think. It's just there hasn't been enough data.
Yep. Well, and there's videos. I mean, I've seen videos about that, about how the meta is the meta because it's the first one somebody found that worked, versus going and trying every single car available and seeing which ones also work. It's like, this one works, we know it, here we go. The top drivers used it, now everybody's using it. But there's always, you know, people have the beat the meta cars, and there's, you know, in the right hands, most of these cars are viable.
Right. Well, and that's just it. Like, you watch a GTWS event, you know, where, like, in a manufacturer series, they'll have 16 different cars, and they're all very close. You know, you see guys in cars you don't normally see. It's like they're keeping up. You know, maybe they don't win, you know, because, again, in the hands of professionals, you know, tenths matter.
Yep. As SSC moves up 1 position overall with that 132.197.
It looks like was purple after the first sector, still purple after the second sector, so trying to get into that 131 territory.
Yeah, it's this third sector that seems to be hurting them quite a bit.
Up 2/10 now. Just needs to keep the flow.
Gotta go with the flow, man.
It sounds too easy to say, well, don't break too much, but also don't break too little.
Break the right amount.
Oh! And overdid the corner. And that's going to be it for that session. That was his final attempt. 132.197 is going to be
That'll do, Nasty. That'll
final
do.
log. Puts them P42 overall out of 52 drivers.
And I believe there's others in the lobby waiting to go. So more come. Yeah, I see Jimmy K9, Evolved, and Dirt McGirt.
Some CBR drivers coming in pairs again. But Evolved also has proven to be a fast driver. Papa Oso also just joined another CBR driver. So we may have another stacked lobby. We do have a half hour left of qualifying. So if we've got 4 in the next one, that's going to put us up to 57 drivers. Or no, 56 drivers. That would fill up the 4th split. So once again, a 132.197 logged by Nasty in the Mustang Group 4. Yeah, 4 drivers queued up in this one. Like we said, that's gonna put us to 4 full splits. If we can get anybody else in, that will push us into 5 split territory. A half hour left. I would imagine we'll have this qualifier and probably one more.
Uno mas qualifications.
Papa Oso in the Lamborghini.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, it's got
That's good.
the what is that? The bullet eyes from Mario. Jimmy K9 also in the Lamborghini.
I love the color. I like that. I like that.
What? This is a Tourette. It looks like a Tourette's awareness kind of livery. Tick suck. They do. Evolved in the Genesis. Nice minimalist livery. I like this.
What's that on the...
Dirt McGirt also in a Lamborghini. So we got 3 of the CBR drivers all in Lamborghinis. I wonder if they planned that.
They must have been practicing with one another. Now, I am not a fan of ranch dressing. I am not a ranch man.
Well, you like things to be spicy.
I like things to be spicy. Yeah, I get frustrated when we get spicy stuff and people are like, "You got anything I could cut this with?" I'm like, "No, I bought it like that so I could eat it like that, not so I could cut it down with some nasty sauce that's gonna ruin it." No, I know people love ranch. I just don't.
Everybody up here in Minnesota likes ranch. So. But we don't have the kind of palates you guys do down in the south.
Well, see, I'm a weird. I mean, no, everybody loves ranch here. I just don't like it. I'm in the minority on that one. I want things in its purest form, hot.
Not everything is hot,
but it can be.
Well, they can be. That doesn't mean it's pure. I got
plenty of sauces and seasonings that'll make it that way.
I do have some like buttery buffalo sauce that I like to put on like grilled chicken and stuff like that, which for me is spicy. I'm sure for you, you'd be like, this is ketchup.
It's just a tangy zest.
Yeah. I mean, granted, I can eat it just fine. I mean, once I get done with, like, if I have a whole breast of chicken, by the time I'm done, I'm like, okay, my mouth is burning a bit here. which I enjoy. I mean, but I don't like things to be so hot that I can't taste my food.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's fair. Like like the gimmicky hot stuff, I'm not into because it doesn't taste good. Like I want it to be hot, but it has to taste good. Otherwise, I don't want any part of it. As long as it's tasting good, I'm a happy camper.
My one story is that I'd gone to BW3s or Buffalo Wild Wings with a fellow classmate of mine back in college, and he had ordered up a bunch of wings, and we were having some beers, and okay, and he's eating them, whatever, and he's like, "Hey, you want one?" I'm like, sure. So I grab one, I take one bite out of it, and instantly my eyes start watering. I'm like, what is this? He's like, oh, this is the Blazin'. This is like the hottest thing they make.
Their Blazin' sauce is no joke.
I'm like, oh my god. It took me a half hour to eat that one wing.
That's so funny. I like their Blazin'. I'll usually order half Blazin', half one of their kind of sweet flavors, like Asian Zing or something like that. And but it's hot. Same thing. I had a friend, and I was like, "Do you want to try one? They're really hot." And they're like, "Sure." And they took a bite and immediately like threw it back down on the plate and like looked at me angrily. I was like, "I told you it was their hottest wing. I like this. This tastes good."
See, about as hot as I go there is spicy garlic.
Yeah.
I mean, that one does have a decent... I mean, I could go hotter, but that's about as hot as I like to
I've
enjoy.
never had their spicy garlic. That sounds good.
It is really good.
I've always been... Asian Zing is like my favorite that B-Dubs does.
Okay. I've had that.
And it's got a good spice. It'll make your lips tingle because the chilies get stuck on your lips because of the sweet sticky sauce.
Okay.
So
I've had it. I don't remember the Asian Zing being horribly spicy. Or not.
No, it's not.
That's a bad word.
Yeah. It just has a nice heat to it for being a sweet sauce.
And maybe that's it, is I tasted the sweet more. And liked it. But I love garlic. So like spicy garlic. I like Parmesan garlic even better. There's no spice to that. It's just really good.
It just stinks up the whole restaurant.
But it's great. It's also the fattiest sauce they have. So if you're going there to try, if you're there and you're in the middle of a weight loss regimen, that's the worst one to get. And unfortunately, it's like my favorite.
Well, if you're on a weight loss regimen, maybe Buffalo Wild Wings isn't where you need to be.
Well, that's a good point. But let's not split hairs.
Yeah, we all need it sometimes. We all need it. No, they have one at the Houston airport, and a couple times a year, my flights end up having a short layover to Houston. So it's like a 30-minute flight from here to Houston, and then I get like an hour and a half to kill. And they got a Buffalo Wild Wings in there, and I'll go to town on some wings before my next flight. Side by side action.
Side by side is not good in qualifying, guys. Yeah, I like C-Dubs in the chat here is suggesting that we have an overlay that flashes food talk in all capital letters for when we start talking about food. I think that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, food talk.
And now I'm hungry. Oh, I have crackers.
Well, what was it? There was some show I used to watch where it wasn't Mythbusters, but it was something like that, where they would get to a point where they would start talking like deep into the science of what they were talking about, and they would have a little like flashing thing. Well, Papa Oso with a 130.669. That is a good first lap.
Wesley, I've had the Reaper. The Reaper at Dave's Hot Chicken is no joke. It is. I chose not to finish it. Could I have finished it? Yes. I chose not to because that was hot. If you ever get Dave's Hot Chicken, extra spicy is all you need. You don't need to go Reaper unless you just want to experience it.
Like Evolved and Jimmy K9 both are up on their fastest lap. Papa Oso and Dirt McDirt are not. Oh, Jimmy lost some time there. Evolved is purple. by 1.3 tenths. Dirt McGirt not having the best lap. Where Papa Oso's at. Oh, almost dead even with their best time. K9 off just a little bit. Evolved. Still purple. By 1.6 tenths. Evolved looking to lay down a heater this time. Papa Oso ducks into the pits. K9 going to stay out. Does not improve, but Evolved
Ooh, very
does
nice.
go purple by 2.8 tenths.
Nicely done, Evolved.
Dirt McGirt ducks into the pits. Evolved pushing it to the limit there at the exit of turn 1.
That was a big improvement from their previous lap time. That was very impressive.
Jimmy K9 up, Evolved also up. Both improving on this lap. Papa Oso and Dirt McGirt both on their out laps right now.
Yeah,
Evolved
Dirt
has picked
doesn't-
up even some more time there in Sector 2. Jimmy K9 had lost some. We'll switch back and forth between Jimmy and Evolved as they make their way around the track. We get into the fast flowy section here. Oh, and Jimmy picks up a penalty. That is going to kill that lap. Evolved, on the other hand, lost some time in that sector, is now down, but just a little bit, could still improve. This would be the time to come into the pits, though, if they are planning on changing their tires.
Kind of think
Jimmy
that's what
K9
we're gonna
ducks in.
see. Yep.
Evolved ducks in. And so that's going to leave us with Papa Oso finishing off their out lap along with Dirt McGirt. They'll be the next ones to log a time.
Time loggers.
Is that like vloggers?
Exactly. It's going to be our new show. Time loggers.
Papa Oso is down 1.3 tenths.
Ooh. That poor, there's a lawn care person who just has been trying to make that grass grow in that one spot for so long, and everybody just keeps driving over it.
I think Dirt McGirt just had an issue of some sort. Let's check in with them. They came around the first. Oh yeah, got off into the grass. Not the way you want turn 1 to go.
Nope, and their
But
current fastest time is a 1:34.332. So
They still have time.
definitely want to improve. And we know they can.
Yes. Papa Oso is a bit off their fastest lap, but we'll have 2 more. Try to better it. C-Dubs with the inside scoop. Dirt McGirt is on vacation and on controller, which is not what he is used to, which is why he may be struggling more than what we're used to seeing from him. That makes sense.
Mad respect to Dirt McGirt. On vacation, y'all. Can't miss the PHGWS. He's got to be here for it. I like it.
That's awesome. Even on vacation, still can't get away from this. Your mind. It's not totally on vacation.
Is down. Evolved is down. Papa Oso, let's see where they're at. Papa Oso up 1.2 tenths. Looks like we got Jorge in the chat. Welcome, Jorge. Checking out the competition. Papa Oso is now purple.
There we go.
Right.
Looks like Evolved is caught up to Jimmy K9 as well. Evolved looking to lay down a heater as well. See how Papa Oso ends up. Does he take over the top spot? Does not. It's close though. Evolved actually got around Jimmy, but lost a bit of time. Was a half second down. Check back in with Papa Oso.
Does move Papa Oso up the order.
Ooh, and he is purple again.
That moves him up the order quite a bit, actually.
E16.
Yeah.
Evolved is a little off.
So close.
Papa Oso purple by 0.2 now.
It's fine. He wants that. He wants that top split.
Oh.
He wants it.
Evolved is
Yeah, this
back
is
into purple territory as well, but only by 5 1,000ths.
This top split's going to be very, very close. Like from top to bottom.
And Papa Oso had lost some time in that third sector, but was still purple. See where he's at by the end here. Still purple, but by less than a 10th.
Use all
Evolve
the
is...
track.
Ooh, these guys are real close on this final hot lap of this session.
And Jimmy is improving as well. He's not purple, but he's improving on his personal best just behind these two.
Okay. Papa Oso crosses the line, takes the top spot, but Evolved comes in and retakes the top spot.
Woo!
Jimmy K9 with a half-second improvement, also into the 130s.
They both
Nice.
the ball was already in there, but Boso put himself on that last lap into
Well
it.
done, Papa Oso. Big time. That was a huge leap right there. Well done to Jimmy as
geez.
well with the big improvement.
We've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drivers in the 130.5 range. 6 drivers within a 10th. I just noticed that.
That is wild.
But yeah,
Well
Evolved
done, everybody.
slots theirself up in P6 overall. Papa Oso in P12 overall. So provisionally in top split. May be able to hold on to that depending on who comes in to qualify at the last second.
Dirt McGirt was able to shed hashtag not last, or be able to achieve hashtag not last with that last lap, just barely jumping ahead of Real.
And Jimmy K9 in P25.
Very nice showing. Very nice showing.
But we do have Bobajito, who has been consistently one of our top drivers this season. No guarantee of making it into top split, but I would be surprised if they weren't, especially given that they're in a Genesis. Bobalicious chewing gum. Very bright yellow.
Bobalicious. He's so clever.
Very bright yellow livery. This rivals the Fast Cougar livery back in round 1, that lime green. I was just making some shorts in round 1, so I've been staring at that lime green car that Fast Cougar was running around in.
I love the fluorescent paints they have. I always use the matte fluorescents, but yeah, the fluorescents are a lot of fun.
Isn't a matte fluorescent like a contradiction in terms?
Yeah, that's why it looks so cool.
Well, and Cornbread's in
awesome.
here too. Cornbread's also shown some good speed throughout the season and could be a threat for top split.
And he's in the Mazda, so that'll be another interesting tire wear monster around here.
Slick in the Ferrari.
Steven Sills.
As Are they new?
I believe so. I've been seeing them in chat.
He
I
said
guess
he
they-
within the last week or so.
Okay.
Bush's best.
Awesome.
Bush's baked beans. Oh, I love baked beans.
Bush's baked beans, especially. Me and
Oh.
my brother used to fight over who got, because in every can there's that one big ass chunk of bacon.
Yes.
And me and my brother would fight over who got the bacon.
Why was that bacon so good though?
Because it'd been soaking in those beans for over a year.
German.
David is driving for Ferrari. Right. I got them added, I think. Salamander, what's this green line? I added a new line. There's a green line between 97 and 98 on the spreadsheet. It says for sale on the back of Bobajito's Bobalicious. For sale, $60. I would definitely buy that for $60 in a heartbeat.
Let's see. So we got 4 drivers here. That's going to put us to 60. That is well within 5 splits territory, assuming we don't lose 4 drivers. We don't have 4 drivers that have to drop out. Although we know Shaggy's one of them, so...
Yeah, but mine I don't count towards the overall space, really. As far as, like, the lobby. I mean, since I'm a host. Of course,
Yep.
I also thought you took me out anyways. I said make sure you go ahead and do that.
Yeah, we still have you on the list here, so we just have to remember to not consider you.
Yeah,
Because your time still exists.
I know. I really wasn't too into this round. Never had been. I was like, no. But
The last thing
I'll be
I
back
want
next
is
week.
to delete your entry and then all of a sudden have you be like, oh, no, I guess I am going to run it. Well, now what?
Now what?
No, it's fine. I'm good.
Look
I'm
what you did, you little jerk. Cornbread has a Jiffy, yeah. You know what? That is a good combo. Cornbread and Bush's baked beans.
I've never been a cornbread fan.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Oh, geez, Bobajito and cornbread both in the 129s right off the bat.
They are flying. They are flying.
Slick with the 132.4 and Steven Sills with the 139.9. Both these guys in the 129.7s, they were only 16 1,000ths apart.
That's incredible.
I mean, that puts them P3 and P4 overall.
Well done, gentlemen. Well done.
And very close to P2. P2 is being currently held by SPC or Cole Trickle. And he has a 129.751, only 5 1,000ths faster than Bobajito's current time.
Very impressive.
See where they're at the time check here. He's not purple. wouldn't be surprised if they both duck into the pits here. Unless they go one more lap around. Nope. Well, Bobagito ducks in, but Cornbread does not. Cornbread going to bank this one, but is down 3.7 tenths. Slick coming into the pits. Steven Sills coming to the line. Also hitting the pits. Just noticed Steven Sills has a nice Jeff Gordon number 24 livery on a Ferrari. That's strange. Cornbread only down on his personal best by 1/10.
Pushing that Mazda 3. Did Leo qualify? No, he's not making this one.
I don't think he's making this.
Sounds about right. And who else? Racer 51 also in the Mazda. Racer 51 with a 129.9, so Cornbread is the fastest Mazda.
Cornbread lost quite a bit of time there. I think he's going to duck into the pits now.
So slightly different strategies between Bobo and Corn.
Check out this livery here.
Got that Jeff Gordon.
I like their style, but it belongs on a...
Fair enough. Fair enough. There's no Monte Carlos out here.
Oh, see, and now Bobagito and Cornbread have ended up back together again.
It's almost like they practiced this together. Though Cornbread on the outlap, Bobagito ahead.
Right,
on
Bobagito
a hot
up.
lap.
He's up almost half a tenth. That would, if he can maintain that, that would put him into P2 overall. That was up 77 thousandths. He can eke out just a little more time. Well, actually, he's already in P2 territory. He's now up a tenth. He needs to increase by 4 tenths to pass Jorge and take the overall top spot.
Oh boy. You can do it. Oof, just pushing that car.
Ooh, up 3.6 tenths.
Look at all the clouds of dust because he just uses every bit he can.
He's going for that top spot.
He's going the distance.
He's going
He's
for
going
speed.
for lead.
Ooh, up 129.3. 1/1000th of a second behind Jorge.
Oh my god.
Holy, that cannot be closer.
Unbelievable.
1/1000th of a second.
I'll bet on Baby Shark. Doo 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 doo. Okay.
All right, where's he at? Coming to the time check. Not purple.
Oh.
Oh, I missed it.
Oh, if he doesn't get this,
Oh, he improved in that sector. Cornbread not far behind. He's a tenth. I mean, he's a tenth off of his own lap. All right,
I think
next
that's it
time
for
check.
Slick.
Oh, he's got to make up 7/100ths in this last sector. We're gonna stay with
I
him.
would just
Got a full send. It was smooth, but wasn't fast.
all the way to the all the way to the bottom.
Oh, he does
You got
improve! And Bobagito takes the top spot in this week's qualifying by
Incredible.
20 thousandths of a, or 21 thousandths of a second. Jorge in the chat, son of a.
I think Jorge just had a
goodness.
Oh, that
Right
came
there.
down to the wire. I mean, he still has one more hot lap to go.
Yep.
I know. Oh, he's done. He's done.
I mean, he can retire at this point, but
Yeah, he's done.
Incredible. That's going to be a great battle to start our top split Friday night. I'm loving that. We got CBR on pole with PHG in second, PHG in third, then another CBR in fourth. So the top two rows.
there we go. Steven
Are-
Sills with a big improvement on his final lap, down to a 133.408.
nice. Actually,
He had been struggling,
yeah.
but now we're going to watch and see what Bobagito and Cornbread can do on their final lap. Oh, Bobagito way off. He's just having a victory lap. And Cornbread picks up a penalty. So his initial 129.772 is what's going to stand. But what a dramatic qualifying session. Bobagito at the last, not the last possible second, but near the end, is able to pull out the narrowest of jumps to make it into P1 overall for this week with a 129.319. Jorge
incredible.
Sr. followed so closely behind with a 129.340. 21 1,000ths separating. And it looks like we've got 6 Genesis in top split.
Nobody saw that coming. Just out of the blue.
Well, look how close SPC and Cornbread are as well.
Oh yeah.
SPC with a 129.751.
Well,
and
and if we
Cornbread
didn't notice-
29.772.
And if we didn't notice right behind them, JK85, CBR, and PHG Racer 51 are separated by only one
Wow.
1,000th of a second, with a 129.913 and a 129.914.
We have drivers with the exact same times. We have drivers who are just off by 1,000th. This is tight, y'all. This is really, and even if you go down to the bottom split, they're really close together too. The bottom time is a 133.773. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 drivers with a 133 already. So that's half a split, all right there. So it's tight all the way through.
Yeah, I mean, top split, if you take the top 14 drivers, it is just over a second that separates them. And then from 15th to 28th is 0.6 seconds. So split 2 is going to be incredibly competitive. And then what? 29 through 42nd is separated by 0.8 seconds. So yeah, this is going to be a tight race. Most definitely. But yeah, we
Incredible.
had 60 drivers qualify. Throw Shaggy out. 59 drivers
59.
qualify. We'll be
to
running
make sure
5
everybody's
splits this weekend.
available. Yeah.
So everybody needs to come back. Tune in Friday night, 7 p.m. Central, on this channel right here, Salamander MN, my channel. We'll be running splits 1 and split 3. And then Saturday, come back here again at 1 p.m. Central. We'll be running splits 2, 4, and 5.
It's gonna be a good time.
It's going to be a great time. I would be remiss to not mention once again that the second half of the PHG World Series has an official sponsor. Lithograph Comics is not a store, but rather a comic book enthusiast bringing awareness to the hobby and comic book collecting community. Located on Instagram, you'll find Greg, aka Litho, sharing comic book history, stories, and his personal collection spanning a 35-plus year comic book journey. That's Lithograph Comics on Instagram. Go check him out. Thank you for sponsoring the PHG World Series. We are glad to have you here. I've also been glad to have Shaggy, TK, Big Joe with me tonight to help announce this or commentate this qualifying session. This was a doozy. We had a lot of drivers. We had some very full splits. We had some singles. It was a fun one.
It was, as far as qualifying goes, I mean, I was way more engaged than I thought I was going to be, as far as just on the edge of my seat, trying to figure out what happened. What a way to end it. Save the best for last. Fantastic.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, I'll also mention all the normal YouTube things for those of you out there watching. Please hit that like button. If you've been hanging out, you've been enjoying this evening, we do this quite a bit. Please hit the subscribe button so you can watch what we got coming up next. Like I said, Friday, Saturday, I will be also broadcasting or running the broadcast for the races that we're going to have this weekend. The next week, I will be taking off. I will be traveling to Road America to watch the IMSA races in real life. So I will be away from PHG for a week, but I will always be here in spirit. And I will tune in and check things out. But until then, I think we just we're going to be done until Friday night. T-Case, I mean, any last words before we end the stream here tonight?
Thank you all for watching. You know, this was a lot of fun with the qualifying. It's going to be tight. I'm looking forward to seeing what the races have in store for us this weekend.
Absolutely. And Shaggy, any last words from you?
Amazing turnout. Like, I don't know why y'all like brands, but I'm glad y'all do, because it makes it worthwhile, you know, putting this together and then, you know, having people show up. I guess no matter what the track is, like, I'm always thinking it's not, you know, a more popular track. It's not gonna have a good turnout, and then for some reason y'all show up. I still don't know why, but I'm happy you do, and I appreciate all y'all. You know, each and every time, you know, you jump in and you know, have a little fun. That's what we're here for.
Indeed, a
Absolutely.
lot of fun.
Well said. We love seeing all the people come out. We like seeing the community support each other. It's a fun time. So make sure to go check out those lobbies. There's plenty of people practicing all week long. I'm sure they'll be putting in lots of practice both tomorrow and Friday before the races start. Again, Friday evening, 7 p.m. Come back to this channel here where we'll be hosting the races. Again, remember to like, remember to subscribe. Go check out Lithograph Comics over on Instagram. But until Friday night, everybody, have a good night. We'll see you in a couple days. Peace out. Bye.
Hi, guys.
Bye.
The engine's roaring life in the fast lane. PHG, we the name, tearing up the game. Thunder on the track, speed never go lack. Pushing limits, breaking barriers, ain't looking back. rush, it's a traveler's dream. Might stumble, fall, but we rise again. For the banner of PHG flies our friend. Great racers, yeah, better people. Rising like a phoenix, ain't no sequel. PHG, baby, we roll the steeple. Great racers, better people. Better people. Oh, baby. Better people. The engine's roaring life in the fast lane. PHG, we've been named, tearing up the game. Thunder on the track, speed never go lack. Pushing limits, breaking barriers, and looking back. Tires screaming as we take that turn. Fuel and fire in our hearts we burn. Opponents in the mirror, they can't keep up. Keep the throttle down, never wanna let up. Great racers, yeah, better people. Rising like a phoenix, ain't no sequel. PHG, baby, we roll the steeple. Great racers, better people. Team strong, bonds like no other. Brothers, sisters, ain't no undercover. Victory sweet, but honor even sweeter. Every race together makes the fight deeper. Crowds chant as the lights go green. Adrenaline rush, it's a traveler's dream. Might stumble, fall, but we rise again. For the banner of PHG flies our friend. Great racers, yeah, better people. Rising like a phoenix, ain't no sequel. PHG, baby, we roll the steeple. Great racers, better people. Great racers, yeah, better people. Rising like a phoenix, ain't no sequel. PHG, baby, we rule the steeple. Great racers, better people. Good racers, better people. Good racers, better people. Great racers, better people. Crowds chant as the lights go green. Adrenaline rush, it's a traveler's dream. Might stumble, fall, but we rise again. For the banner of PHG flies our friend. Great racers, yeah, better people. Rising like a phoenix, ain't no sequel. PHG, baby, we roll the steeple. Great racers, better people. Better people. traveler's dream. Might stumble, fall, but we rise again.